I'm just getting a Coke.
That's my last Coke!
I know.
one's for you!
Starts with this, a jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the emerald!
It all starts with this, A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Emerald.
All right, is this thing on? All right, microphone live and
Subscription. No.
friends live. And now we're over here. Oh, hello, my friends.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
What a dorky little hat you have. I love it.
What? It's an awesome hat. Thank you very much. Awesome hat.
Awesome
It's
and dorky are
adorable.
not mutually exclusive. Awesome and dorky are not mutually exclusive. We hear an echo. Why do we hear an echo? Do we hear an echo? Why do we hear an echo? Do we hear an echo? Why do we hear an echo? Do we hear an echo?
Is it? Oh, is it the?
Oh no, I have your no, my dumbass has your stream open. Right. I have immediately fixed the problem. The problem was on my other monitor. I had your stream. And I was like, why do I hear it twice? So now it's going 3 times, and it's because I truly, technology is not very inherent to perfectly ordinary treasure chests. No, don't say sorry for the bother. I'm much happier you said that than that just continued to happen for the rest of the time. Gamma, I'm taking things over because we have a couple of things to go over, and we have a lot of quiz today.
Yes.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Thank you.
We're all shrugging, because maybe. On the other hand, we have 2 wonderful guests with us today, and we will introduce them now. All the way from Bern, it's Eltrock. Hello!
Hello.
Give us a cool, fun fact about yourself.
Hi, I'm Eltriok. I study human entertainment on the planet of Varen. I'm an alien, I'm an elf, I'm both, and I'm real gay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm glad that we get to meet and have a wonderful conversation. It would be probably more sweet and tender were we not having this discussion in front of a bunch of people here to celebrate his birthday. He excited for quiz. Also with us is Digi. Hello, Digi.
Hi.
I assume from the planet Earth.
I would hope so. Yeah.
I mean, it's not true of everybody in the call, so I get, you know.
That is true. I would be more surprised if I wasn't, and I didn't know that.
Oh.
It would be a surprise to all of us. What's a cool fun fact about yourself?
Well, I play retro games. Chris was on my stream last night playing Repo for the first time. That was fun.
It was the second
I
time.
saw that.
Chris,
Awesome.
your laugh was evil.
It was.
I
Pentachills
saw that.
is the friend who bought me Repo. I've played it once before with them.
Oh, nice.
True. And hello, chat. You're also a contestant today. We do have a little tiny bit of admin to get out of the way. The first thing is, on the other channel, I'm pretty sure everybody has their buzzers enabled. We're going to do a weird thing today. Before we get to the buzzers, I do have musical cues today, which we didn't have on last stream. But part of setting up the musical streams on thisgameshowlabs.com is I could not embed the video without showing the video title. I did not want to upload a bunch of like sound clips from things without just having the YouTube video. So they play automatically and they play quite loudly. So we're going to do a quick test. If everybody could set their stream volume in Discord, just right click on the stream, set that to like, I don't know, 20 or 30% right now. I'm going to click this as soon as everybody's ready. I've got confirmation from Eltrick. I got a confirmation from Digi. And
I'm ready.
It's going to play some music. The question for this category, of course, is what rock did man? It's not playing music. Oh, that's... Oh, there you go.
Okay, I hear it. I heard it.
Now, I would like for you to adjust that. I'm going to put it... I'm going to leave it right there. I'd like you to adjust that to a comfortable volume for yourselves, where you can still hear me, and you can answer the quiz.
All right, I think that's good for the stream.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on? If we could time out the admin for 10 seconds. There's a lot of activity happening in the activity feed that I've not been able to properly address because we have been live mixing a Discord call and a scheduled raid and all this ancillary shit.
It's so much to get out of the way. You can't even say hello to everyone. You can't be like, hello Zinfandel, hello Navjack, hello Clip the Jester, hello Trippy, hello Rabbit Legs, hello Swit. Oh, I'm not going to try that one. Hello, Gotetsu, the fat cat. There's just so many ways. I'm going to go with swine, and I'm going to hope that swine is okay with swine. Hello, soy sauce for geese. Hello, dubious. That's a great name. Hello, Manaxi.
Yeah.
Hello, Big Bear's Cave. Hello, everybody in chat, and congratulations to everybody who didn't dodge the gift subs earlier. Huge shout outs to everybody who's celebrating Gamma's birthday. I know that deep in his heart, he wants to say huge, deep personal thank yous to everybody, and I'm sorry to the huge list of people who did not get hellos quite yet. Hello, everybody. Hello, Depths. But I have so much quiz to get through today, and I know some of our friends here today are on Eastern time, and it's Sunday, and I don't want to be a bad host and let that affect things. So the next thing we're going to test real quick is we have a buzzer system. On your window with the buzzin.live system, if you could simply I've cleared the buzzers. If everybody could I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go. If on go, you could hit your buzzer. We'll see how it goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. Digi, you've rung in first. You are now the winner of answering the question, but that doesn't really matter in this particular case. I can clear the buzzers later. We can go back to what is going on, and that's how we'll do buzzer systems. In the case of most of the quizzes, most of the questions with text on them, please do not buzz in until the question is fully read, which is just the fair way of having like sort of a 3, 2, 1 that we can all go for. And it's not a perfect system. There is a little bit of latency. If, halfway through a round, you're thinking, oh, I'm absolutely dominating this, I'm crushing it. You can hang back a little bit on the buzzer just to give your friends a little bit of a chance. There's nothing at stake here except for the most valuable prize available. We've split Gamma's remaining birthday into 4 separate sections representing the 4 different quizzes, and we're going to dole those out as prizes. So the only person with anything at stake right now is Gamma.
Thank you.
I've broken the quiz into 4 rounds. Just addressing, there's 2 different types of rounds. There's going to be the Where Are We rounds, where we are going to show you a picture. You are going to guess what game the picture is from. Or, in the case of one of the categories, there will be a little twist on it, and you will enjoy that. And then there's going to be more standard, traditional, non-affiliated stream, video game, TV show rounds where I will give you a question, you will buzz in, you'll answer in a question, but I'm not going to be harsh on questions or anything like that. Chat! How do you play? Well, if none of the 3 contestants can answer the question, you will be passed the chance to answer. How do you answer? You will then spam the chat with answers. Before that, you will not spam chat with the answers, because we're all going to be looking at chat, because that's going to be fun. But if you spam answers before then, to be a smarty pants, you're going to look like a big old silly, because then I'm going to deduct chat's points. We are going to do the rules where if you buzz in and you don't know the answer, I'm going to reduce points. Maybe we'll see how that goes over time.
It all started with this.
And I think that's everything. Is there anything anybody else has questions for, or I can clarify better?
Everything sounds good to Chris.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Hell yeah. And Digi?
I'm good.
Hell yeah. Everybody, I super appreciate you all being here. We're not going to be like super heavy on chat or anything like that, because I'm sure it's not going to be like a big deal, but play nice, because the quiz only works if we're all playing nice. We are going to get to it. We're going to start with Machi, Where Are We? The first of many quizzes. I do have to do a little tiny thing to start up here. I do have to go into full screen mode. I need to start the thing. I need to make the teams. Team 1, of course, is Gamma, because it's your birthday. Team 2 is going to be Digi. You joined the call second. Oh, no. What is the English for the Varen's spelling of Eltrag? Is it exactly like I think it would be? I bet it is.
Okay.
Nope. There we go.
There you go.
Yep. If I could have misspelled that worse, I didn't. And chat, you're gonna be over here in 4th. Don't worry, I'm not gonna play Mania Master the entire time. I just wanted it there to distract everyone while I got things set up. Today, for the first category, for the first board, we have the categories Where Are We? SNES Classics. You'll never believe what you can expect in there. Then we have the following categories: notorious enemies in gaming. You will see an enemy from a video game, and it will be there. Then we have notorious butts in gaming. I'm going to show you a picture, and you're going to tell me who the character is. And there's, I mean, you know what's coming here. There's notorious chests in gaming, similar to butts, but don't worry, we're not here to make anyone uncomfortable. None of these pictures, except for notorious butts in gaming 1, are going to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And finally, we have musical category. Where are we? Well, technically, it's Alt 13 space Where are we space Alt 14. Those will be musical cues. When the musical cues pop in, you can buzz in at any time and answer where we are. I cannot stop the music. So when you buzz in, it is going to keep playing. This is a workaround. I had to make some concessions to make things work. I'm going to make sure I have chat available. Gamma, it is your birthday, but you do not control all of your birthday, so chat. You get to pick where we start. The first person in chat to give me a category and a number is where we're going to go. Butts for 100. Butts for 100. We got butts in chat. Everybody wants to see butts in chat.
What is the matter with you?
Unanimously, we're going to notorious butts in gaming for 100 players. Who are we? I had to switch over to the other channel. Gamma, it looks like you've buzzed in first. You are a butt extraordinaire. Who?
Oh dear. Who is Wario?
That's... Ooh, very true. This is Wario from various mixed series. Congratulations, Gamma. You've scored 100 points. You've started to reclaim pieces of your birthday.
Thank God.
Vaguely consider not putting your birthday up as a prize this year. I almost put Halloween 2 up as a prize.
You wouldn't dare.
I would. I was going to draw a little pumpkin in a cage and hang it over a lava, but I ran out of time. I was going to run it over a lava. Gamma, you have the board. Where would you like to go? I know where you want to go, but where are you going to go?
I'm not going to respond to that remark. I'd like to meet notorious enemies in gaming for 100, please.
Notorious enemies in gaming for 100? Who is this? Oh, I didn't reset the buzzers. I will do better about that. Clear buzzers. Okay, players, who is this? Oh, Digi, you buzzed in. Who is this?
What is a Goomba?
That is a Goomba.
It's a ghost Goomba.
Oh, very good.
I don't know what you're talking about. Digi, you have control of the board. I didn't give you your points, but I will do that now. Digi, where would you like to go?
Let's go butts for 200.
Is the button reset?
200. The button is reset. Oh, wait, actually, it's the only time I'll do it today, but I can remember to do this. Yeah! Notorious Butts in Gaming for 200 players. Who is this? Digi, you have rung in first. Who is this?
Who is 2B?
That is very technically correct. This is 2B from Nier Automata, although at this particular point in the game, who knows? But we won't go into that. Did you have control of the board and you have 300 points? Gamma, your life force is slipping away.
Don't remind me.
Can you see the butt in this photo? You can't see the butt in most of the photos. I'm not trying to get Gamma canceled, but you know why she's there. Where would you like to go on the board?
Butts for 300.
Butts for 300 players.
God.
Players, who is this? Gamma, you've buzzed in. Who is this?
Who is Meryl from Metal Gear Solid?
Can you be more specific?
Oh, what is her last name? It has to come up. Kojima loves fully introducing his characters via on-screen text and shit.
Unfortunately, I didn't write it down. This is Meryl Silverbow from Metal Gear Solid. Who notoriously, in a section in the first 3D Metal Gear Solid, you have to identify in a swarm of otherwise disguised, well, not disguised, but otherwise, she's disguised amongst a bunch of people by following the sway of her hips, which is so Kojima and so 20 years ago. Gamma, you have scored. I already scored you. You've scored 300 points for that. Where would you like to go on the board?
We're taking a turn off this highway, my friend. I'd like to see where are we SNES classics for a hundo, please.
Oh, absolutely.
Clear the buzzer.
I will clear the buzzers. Thank you.
Thank
You are
you.
always welcome to remind me because I will forget that because I have so many windows open.
Understandable.
Players, where are we? It looks like Eltriok, the connection from your planet is working correctly. Excellent. Where are
Thank
we?
goodness. This is a graveyard from Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
This is a graveyard from Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Hey, we played that
99%
game.
of- We did play this
we
game. It's a
did.
great game. This is one of my favorite games ever of all time.
This is a very good video
I
game.
played so much of this as a kid, and it's just fantastic. 99% of the time, you can answer just the name of the game. I will occasionally ask for more specifics, but I will never be like, oh, you didn't say the exact right thing and be silly. Eltriok, you have control of the board. You have 100 points. I'm going to add Eltriok to the dictionary so that there's no longer a red line under your name.
Wonderful, thank you. Well, I'm going to take this card back onto the highway and say Notorious Butts and Gaming for 400, please.
Absolutely, Notorious Butts and Gaming for 400. This is, of course, the clapped up double. No, that's not true. Players, who is this? Digi.
Who is Greed?
Oh, can you be a little more specific?
Who is Greed from Binding of Isaac?
I'm going to allow that.
Mm.
That is pretty specific. This is actually Ultra Greed from the Binding of Isaac. A
Of
boss you find.
course.
Also, it could be Super Ultra Greed, but that's a whole other set of particulars. This is one of the most caked up bosses in all of gaming. Anybody who doesn't know, just go look up Ultra Greed. When he turns around, he do be showing damn cheeks. Digi, you have 700 points. The board is back to you.
Buzzers reset first.
I will reset the buzzers. What a tremendous idea.
Butts it for 500. Let's get it out of here.
For 500, let me see if I minimize, if I like do that and okay, now I just put that there. Okay, now I can have everything I want open without having to switch between windows. Okay, buzz for 500. Who is this? Eltriok, you've buzzed in first.
This is Abe from Abe's Odyssey.
This is Abe from Abe's Odyssey. Specifically, it's Abe from the title of Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, which, I guess there could be other places where Abe was. It's a button to fart in that game. I guess it's a Notorious, but I had a hard time finding a 500 for that.
I've only played one Oddworld game. I played the Stranger's Wrath game. I thought it was fun.
Oh.
They're okay. I don't particularly like them. I'm sure other people love them.
Mhm. We're all out of butts. Yeah. What a shame.
Eltriok, where would you like to go? I mean,
I guess I have to go to Notorious Chess and Gaming for 100.
absolutely. Where are we? Eltriok.
Is this Legend of Zelda Wind Waker?
This is not the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, in which case we will follow down the line. Gamma, you have rung in second. It would be truly embarrassing for you not to know this chest in gaming.
I was also going to say Wind Waker. Which is a joke. Ha 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 ha. This is. I'm flipping through my notes of other cell shaded games right now.
There's just the one, right?
This is from Link
Sorry, Gamma.
Between Worlds.
It is your birthday, but we do have to keep things going. You have exceeded the timer and you will lose your points. Seems like you're not the chess expert that you should be, considering your co-host today. Chat, unless Digi wants to buzz in.
No, I'm good.
Yes, excellent to know. Chat, your way to answer is now. You are going to just slap the chat with answers, and if I see enough people say the correct thing, that's right. This is, in fact, a chest from Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door.
Wow.
See, I knew it was in Wind Waker, but
What a truly embarrassing thing for Gamma to mistake, since he's just played not the 1,000-Year Door, but Paper Mario. Chat,
Shit.
congratulations on your 100 points. To make things a little bit more fair, because the players have answers always over you, chat, you get double points. Chat, you don't get to choose where to go after the first round. It's just too much effort there. We move back to Eltriok. Eltriok, where would you like to go on the board?
Let's go to Notorious Enemies in Gaming 200.
Notorious Enemies in Gaming for 200. Players, who is this? Gamma.
What is a head crab zombie?
It is a head crab, just specifically the head crab we were looking for.
Oh,
it's
okay.
hard to find a picture in game of a head crab on its own.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's very easy to find pictures of people holding up buzzsaws to throw at head crabs. Let's get that disgusting little monster off the screen. Again, I believe I gave you your points for that. We're just going to assume I did. Chat if I didn't yell at me. Players, and by players I mean Gamma, where would you like to go on the board?
Can we go to Where Are We musical notes for 100?
Absolutely. As a reminder, some music is going to start to play whenever the game feels like it. You can buzz in at any time. Players, where are we? Verdant and Lush. Digi.
Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
This is Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog. There are little verbal clues on these because I just wanted to be clear, but I'm not going to read them out because it's silly. Reset the buzzer. I have reset the buzzer. Thank you, Tengu Gemini. I gave Digi their points. Digi, where would you like to go on the board?
The buzzer's reset? I haven't seen them reset yet. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's
If everybody's buzzed in,
Gaming
it looks
for
like
200.
they're not buzzed in. Sorry.
Notorious Chess and Gaming for 200.
Excellent. Let's go back to the chest. Players, where are we? Eltriok.
This is World of Warcraft.
This is. I hate how notorious this chest is.
It's
That
so
disgusting.
notorious.
It's so notorious. Let's get that disgusting thing off the screen. When I was looking up this category, which you can now see the joke. The joke is pretty apparent here, and I think it's very clever.
I assumed it was treasure chest, so I guess my mind is not as in the gutter as I thought.
You assumed it was treasure chest right next to Butts and Gaming.
did,
I'm
yeah.
impressed.
I got the joke immediately.
Heck yeah. Eltriok, after that disturbing chest, where are we going next?
Let's do musical Where Are We for 200.
Excellent. Players, get your buzzers ready. Where are we? Sounds like our players are not buzzing in. I've started the little timer to give them a chance.
I'm gonna guess it.
Gamma.
Where is Mist?
This is not Mist.
Fuck!
Gamma, I'm gonna have to reduce your points. I do appreciate you trying to answer. Chat, who... I mean, where are we?
Sounds so familiar, but I can't think of it. Oh.
When was the last time I played Minecraft with music turned on?
Yeah.
Raft.
That's
Raft.
This is of course Minstraft. This is C318's Wet Hands.
Wet hands.
Ah.
Huh.
I believe it was Digi who asked to where to go there.
It was
I might be
Eltriok.
wrong. Oh, it was Eltriok. Okay, well, we're all playing fairly. Where would we like to go today?
I totally forgot. Let's do Where Are We music for 300.
Absolutely, players. Where are we? Gamma, where are we?
Where is Mega Man Zero 2?
That's correct. This is Departure, the opening song to Mega Man Zero 2. This
Fucking-
one was on here specifically to give Gamma a freebie because I share this song all the fucking time. It's one of the coolest bangers in all of gaming. You're playing on the Game Boy Advance. You're playing a game where Mega Man's famous friend Zero is walking through a desert, defeated after hundreds of years of fighting Reploids, and decides, nah, I ain't going down without throwing hands. And this music plays as he pulls off his cloak. It's the sickest shit in all of gaming ever. Gamma, where would we like to go on the board?
I never shut up about how much I like that song.
Departure's like a top 10 forever.
It's so fucking good. Let's break the mold a little bit. I would like to see Notorious Enemies for 500.
Ooh, that of course is the Notorious Gamings for 500. Players, who is this? Eltriok, I will give you a hint before you answer. It's not who's on the inside we're looking for here.
I believe this is a hind D.
That's a high D. That's a high D. Absolutely, that's what we're looking at here. Eltriok, you have control of the board. Where would you like to go? Thank you, chat, for understanding where we needed to go there. What's a Russian gunship doing here?
What? Can we do where are we SNES Classics for 200?
Absolutely. That question existed because I was too lazy to make a collage of every different Metal Gear. Players, where are we? Digi!
What is Kirby Superstar? Title.
This is Kirby Superstar. I can't remember if I did this last time. This is a frame from the opening, which doesn't look at all like the rest of the game, and I thought it was a little tricky, I thought. Such tiny font. Is the font tiny on Gamma Stream? Well, I'm sorry.
was, I think, just for like Superstar. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I made Superstar tiny font. I'm sorry. I do that later for a couple of things. You'll see. There's reasons. Did you have control of the board? I believe I've given you your points.
Reset, and then
I will reset it.
where are we classics? SNES Classics for 300.
Players, where are we? A Digi?
This is what is a fairy fountain from Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
That's correct. This is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, the objectively correct game when you answer what is your favorite Zelda game.
God, I'm so glad the answer that would have come out of my mouth had I hit it first was Link. I don't remember what I was going to say. It was the wrong answer. I was going to say the wrong Zelda game. Oh, Link in Time. That's what I was going to say.
It's also a room. It's also a room you technically just don't want to see most of the time you play the game these days because almost all of us are playing it on randomizers. Player Digi, where would you like to go on the board?
Where are we? SNES Classics for 400.
Absolutely. This, as a reminder to everybody in chat, will be a SNES game. Players, where are we? Digi.
What is Street Fighter 2?
Could you be a little bit more specific, please?
What is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Ooh, could you be a little bit even more? No, that's correct. This is Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper, and Alpha. Technically, this bonus stage exists in all of them. Don't fact check me. Players, did you have control of the board? I'm going to keep saying players because it's the fun thing to say.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go?
Let's go with SNES Classics 500.
Let's clear up the category. SNES Classics for 500 players. Where are we? Gamma.
What is Mario Paint?
That's correct. This is one of the default color in pictures on the Mario Paint board. When I was trying to think of a difficult to find SNES game that wasn't completely obscure nonsense, that's what I came up with. Chat is excited for Gamma, who is still losing his birthday percentage to both Eltriok and Digi at the moment.
No!
Gamma, you have control of the board. For your birthday, where would you like to go?
Oh, God, I'm glad I hesitated a second. I was about to say color a dinosaur. And then I realized none of these are dinosaurs.
Nope.
No, I believe there is... No, there isn't a dinosaur there.
Not a
There's
single
crocodile,
one.
which is pretty close.
Could we please get Notorious Enemies for 400?
Absolutely. Players, who is this? Digi, you have the board.
What is a Tonberry?
That's correct. This is a Tonberry. Specifically, this is an adorable little Final Fantasy VII Tonberry, the most terrifying of all of them.
I love that little guy.
The star over his head, I think, was a selection thing. If I'm honest, I went to a long play and tried to find a Tonberry for so long.
Oh, no.
Anyway, Notorious Enemies in Gaming for 300.
Absolutely. Cleaning up the category, Notorious Enemies and Gaming Players. Who is this? Eltriok.
That is a Medusa head.
It's a Medusa head in Castle. Oh, that's a spelling.
Castlevania.
Yep, I'm bad at that, but I did go to the effort of making a nice little YouTuber circle for the
I like
Notorious
that.
Enemy.
I appreciate
Because
that. Thank you.
I could not find a sprite for a freaking Medusa head from Soten in the ways I wanted for so long. So I went into Soten, I went and got it, I took a picture of my screen, and that's what I had.
Oh, God, all the times I've had to do that to capture something.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Soten Anywhere digital, so that's off my TV.
Ooh. Ooh.
Eltriok, you have control of the board.
Could we get Notorious Chess and Gaming for 500?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Players, where are we? Digi, you've rung in.
What is Rogue Legacy?
This is not a chest from Rogue Legacy. I'm sorry. Eltriok, you've buzzed in second.
Oh shit. I also was thinking Rogue Legacy. Oh, it looks so familiar.
It should.
Rogue Legacy 2.
I would have asked. I'll give you a second choice because I would have asked Digi to be more specific.
I figured. Oh my god. I
think I know it.
It's okay. I believe that's a fair timing. Let's knock
Yeah.
those points off. Gamma, where are we?
This is Shovel Knight.
No.
Gamma, you
Damn
are
it!
losing a little bit of your
Fuck.
birthday power.
Shit.
Chat. Everybody, please spam if a couple of you know that
Yes.
Oh.
I knew it as soon as I said it was
see-
wrong. I'm like, oh my god, the background color.
Oh
is
my
exactly
god,
what
yeah.
that is.
Yeah, I see 2. I see 3. That's correct, chat. You get double 500 points, bringing you way up, chat. This is, of
Oh,
course,
no.
a chest you see over and over again in Vampire Survivors, and is the last question I added to any board on this quiz because when I was searching for something else later, I saw the Vampire Survivors chest and went, "Oh, that's so much better than the original answer I had here," which was a Mimicutie from Pit. From the game with the Icaruses, and there are no good ways to find a picture of a Mimicutie.
Oh.
You didn't recognize it with flying ribbons of color bursting out of it? That was the trick. That's why it was 500 points. Chat, you have control of the board. The first person to tell me where we're going is where we're going. We're going to Des. We're going to Des for 300. Excellent. Players, where are we? Digi, you have rung in.
Damn it.
What is Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
Ooh, are you sure that that's the title you want to lock in? Because it's correct.
I was about to be like, wait, I own this game. What are you talking about?
God, I
It's one-
never
it's
beat
one of
this
those
fucking game. This
notorious-
game is fucked up.
It's one of those notorious, like, easy to misremember games. And it's one of the ones that I sure wish was Super Goblins and Ghosts so I could D's nuts joke Gamma, but
Oh,
didn't have
yeah.
Digi, you have control of the board. Where would you like
the
to
chest?
Chess being cleared out. Oh, you should always leave something in your chest for the next set of adventures. But for now, players, where are we? This is possibly the most famous chest on this list.
Oh.
Gamma, where are we?
This is Banjo-Kazooie.
This is not Banjo-Kazooie. But I will give you
No.
points because it is, in fact, from Banjo 2,
Ow!
the ice chest
Oh.
that was inaccessible up until the game released on the Xbox, and the unplanned features from the original N64 title were added to the Xbox Live version of the game, which allowed you to hot swap your Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie titles so that you could eventually reach the ice chest for realsies. But it otherwise remained one of those just weird gaming mysteries forever. The key was in Tooie as well. The key was in Banjo-Kazooie. But players, there's only 2 categories left. Gamma, you have control of the board. Would you like to go to 4 or 500?
400, please.
Players, where are we?
Oh, I know this.
Chat's gonna go crazy. This is a suspenseful tune when things get serious in this sometimes lighthearted game series.
Bobbing my head.
Oh, I
don't
know
what it
this.
is.
This is not the most famous song, or maybe even top 3 from this game.
No,
it's
but I
a
know
banger.
this.
Players, it sounds like we're not getting any answers from you. Chat. I look to you today. Where are we?
Oh, of course!
Oh.
I was like, in my head, I'm like,
That's correct. This is, of course, Suspense from Phoenix Wright. When shit gets real, Suspense starts playing.
Oh
Chat,
my
of
god!
course, with control of the board, we only have one piece of information left. We will be going to the last one. Players, where are... Ooh, I'll have to clear the buzzers. Players, where are we? Gamma.
This is Hollow Knight.
This is Hollow Knight. This is
Ooh.
a song that I designed to make everyone in chat sad.
Oh!
It's not coming out this year, guys.
Oh,
Nope.
it sure ain't.
It's not coming out anytime soon. They're still working on it, maybe.
Maybe next Nintendo Direct. Maybe. Probably not.
Players, let's clear up the board. Congratulations, chat. You've won 1/4 of Gamma's birthday, but our winner amongst the players, Digi, you cleaned up the SNES Classics category. You knew more of the chess than anybody, and you had an expert eye for the notorious butts in gaming. Digi, you have won the first round. Congratulations. Chat gets a gold star. Digi gets a gold star. The points get reset. We have a lot to get through tonight. Normally, we'd have a little break between both of them, but we'll now get to a quiz section, and then we'll have a break after that. And we'll split this into 2 halves.
Okay.
We're going into this. 4 teams start. Yeah, no.
I know butts.
Oh, these categories!
Altriok. Chat. The kings and queens and there's got to be a non-binary royal term. The especially awesome rest of you who understand things. Chat, I'm gonna just warn you right now, before and after is here. It's not on the second quiz board. I had well more than enough suggestions for more before and after, but I do want to run more of this in the future. Monarchs! Dang! Royals.
Yeah.
Way to go, chat. You're all awesome. Digi, you won the last board. I'm going to explain things quickly. We have games explained poorly. Yes, you understand. I'm going to give you a poor explanation of the game. You're going to tell me what the game is. We have Steampunk, a list of notoriously Steam-released games. They're not exclusive to the Steam, but they are high Metacritic Steam names. We have before and after. I'll explain that in a second. We have Sports Ball, games about sports.
Great.
And we have I've played these games before. I'm not going to tell you what that's about. I wrote this one a long time ago, and the joke hasn't aged. But we have. But you'll get it. You'll understand. Before and after, if it needs any explanation, I'm going to give you 2 clues separated by an ampersand, which, unless I'm crazy, I have an English degree. I hope I'm not wrong. Is the little flowery and symbol.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put an ampersand in chat. I'm pretty sure it's an ampersand, but in case it's not, this is what I mean. One of those. There will be 2 games. Those games will connect together and make a full title. So if the first one was Donkey Kong Country and the second one was Country Before Men, which I don't think is a video game, but I'm just coming up with this on the fly, you'd have Donkey Kong Country Before Men. That would be the answer I'm looking for. It's a little bit of a tricky category, but it's fun, and we had lots of chat suggestions for it. I didn't use a bunch of them, but the ones I did use, I attributed. Players, Digi, you won. You're the wiener of the first round. Where would you like to go?
Steampunk 400.
Let me clear buzzers. Steampunk for 400?
100.
For 100. Steampunk for 100. The number 1 co-op game of 2008 is a sequel. I'm going to clear buzzers. Let me finish the question on these ones. 2008 is a sequel that sees you and your friends playing against or as the menace sweeping through expansive campaigns, fighting from the dead center all the way to the last stand. Pills here. Digi, you rung in first. Where would you like to go? Where would you like to go?
What is Left 4 Dead 2?
That's correct. We are in Left 4 Dead 2. Gamma, embarrassing. Ooh, didn't get the Left 4 Dead 2 question. That was your freebie. Digi, where would you like to go on the board?
Steampunk for 200.
Steampunk for 200. Originally in the orange box, this out-of-nowhere hit success puzzle adventure game was one of the most innovative games of 2007. Even though the game constantly lied to you about treats, sad face. Eltriok.
What is Portal?
Ooh, that's correct. We are in Portal. The cake was always a lie. It was a great big sadness. Eltriok, you have control of the board. Where would you like to go?
Let's do before and after for 100.
Okay. Ooh, I'm rubbing my hands. I'm ready for the category everybody's been waiting for. It took everything in me not to make a whole board of these. Mario's rideable companion friend runs a little puzzle baking operation, and one of the first popular and mainstream idle games with funny twists, including a legion of evil grandmothers and time travel. Digi, what are we looking for?
What is Yoshi's Cookie Run?
Ooh, that is incorrect. Eltriok, you rang in second.
What is Yoshi's Cookie Clicker?
That is
one.
correct. It is
Other
Yoshi's
one.
Cookie Clicker. Thank you in chat to Zinfandel who suggested this in Gamma's Discord, which you can find if you hit, I think, ! links or something like that.
It's somewhere in there.
It's somewhere in there. Eltriok, you get those points. Eltriok, you gain control of the board. Where would you like to go?
Let's string out the before and afters for a bit. Let's do games explained poorly for 100. 100.
Absolutely. What game is this? In a peaceful land made up of cubic proportions, you wander around until you create a portal to hell. With the materials you gather there, you create another portal to go to the end of the game and kill a dragon. Digi, where are we?
What is Minecraft?
That's correct. This is Minecraft. We're back in Minecraft. It
We're
might show up
back in
again later.
Minecraft!
Who knows? We got to talk about Minecraft all that time because today's episode is, of course, sponsored by Jack Black.
Woo! Jack Black, I
Oh,
love you! I don't care how
boy.
many shitty movies you're in!
I'm Steve. I yearned for the mines. All the other horrible. No, sorry. That's coming out soon. Capitalizing end is a dead giveaway. That's correct. You will find that I have made all of these as fair and fun as I can because the point wasn't to be a giant jerk, except for one of these, and we'll get to that.
Oh boy!
Games explained poorly for 200.
Absolutely. Games explained poorly for 200. Your creator made you after making a bunch of siblings for you. Unfortunately, his assistant got jealous, turned all of your siblings into city-destroying menaces, and it's up to you to bust them, and eventually, that wily assistant. Gamma, where, who, what?
What is Mega Man?
Could you be a little bit more... No, of
The
course that
first
is.
one?
Of course, this is Mega Man or Rock Man. Congratulations, Gamma. You've earned a little bit of your birthday spirit back. Players, where would you like to go?
Let's I want to see. I've played these games before for 100.
These games before for 100. We don't know what this category is about, but the answer to this question is the Mario franchise includes a small, squishy-looking, simplified squid that has come in many forms, including a simple water-bound enemy that bobs up and down as a threat to your progress, a sunken ship RPG boss with many heavy tentacles to fight, and a port-locked, ink-spewing, corked-up version. Colloquially, though, they're all known as this. Gamma.
Blooper.
Ooh, could you be a little bit... Of course, that is Bloopers from the Super Mario franchise, which is a wonderful little monster in Mario.
Huh. Well, I've played those games before. So I'll take I've played these games before for 200, please.
Absolutely. This three-part franchise is all about a third-person shooter playstyle with a single-player adventure music platformer heavily focusing on fun, whimsy music, I said music in there earlier, and a war between Inklings and Octolings in a multiplayer turf war combat mode. The most notable feature, though, is you can go from squid to kid and vice versa. Digi.
What is Splatoon?
That is Splatoon. Congratulations, Digi.
I've not played Splatoon before.
Might be figuring out the theme. Digi, where would you like to go?
I've played those before 300.
Absolutely. This enemy is featured in nearly every game in his franchise and is often the very first enemy one will encounter if they play the original game that started it all. With wild abilities including the ability to shoot rocks or bombs from its snout, land-based movement, flight, and occasionally being a buzzsaw mini-boss in dungeons, it's no wonder Link wants to keep his shield raised. Digi.
What is an Octorok?
It is Octoroks.
Ooh.
Correct. The board is
I've
yours
played these
once
games
again.
before 400.
For 400, the hero of his own titular games is having a rough time in this sequel to the original freeware title, having come on land, disguised himself as a human, and fallen in love with his now wife Scarlet. Our hero has to go about his day-to-day avoiding being cooked, killed, or outed for what he truly is, even to his family. Digi, once again, you have control of the board.
What is Octodad?
Could you be a little bit more specific?
What is Octodad Dadliest Catch? That's the
That
sequel.
is correct.
Oh, it's Dadliest Catch?
It's Dadliest
The
Catch. Yeah.
Dadliest Catch.
I never read that correctly.
The one thing I was hoping to trick people up on here was this is not Octodad 2, which is what a lot of people will call it, because the original game was just a freeware tech demo, really. Deadliest Catch is when they first released it for money, and it was adorable. Also quite old. When I looked up the age of Octodad's Deadliest Catch, I turned into dust. Did you have control of the board?
I've played these games before for 500.
Absolutely. He'll drag you into the water. He'll drop a 5-ton weight onto a singer at the opera. He'll steal precious statues and believes he deserves to do so as Octopus royalty. One of the most memorable bosses in the Final Fantasy franchise, he not only comes up as a boss multiple times in his original title, but has shown up over a dozen games since then. His name is... Digi, it looks like you have control of the board once more.
Who's Ultras?
This is Ultros from the Final Fantasy series. In hindsight, I could have been a little less wordy with those ones, but I was having fun. When I made this board, Squid Games 2 had just come out. I've played these games before, is just the meme that is streamed in like the
that's
second
good.
episode. Yes, and all of those questions were Squid
Oh, I understand. I haven't even seen Squid Games. I get it.
Squid Game, no idea.
related. Yeah, exactly. But I figured...
Steampunk for 300.
Absolutely, Steampunk for 300. In this co-op horror survival game, you're desperately trying to meet your quota while avoiding fiends like the Jester, Circuit Bee, Coilhead, and Snare Fleas. Digi once again have control of the board.
What is Lethal Company?
It is Lethal Company.
Oh,
Did you have
Let's
control of the
do
board once more?
400. Steampunk.
Defy your father and traverse the underworld in this roguelike dungeon crawler that sees you praying to the gods for boons that will let you escape, or collect enough gifts to woo everyone around you. Digi once again have running in first.
What is Hades?
This is Hades. It's not really a roguelike, but I'm not gonna get on my pedestal on the stream. Oh, it's not a pedestal, it's not a roguelike game, it's not a roguelike. Okay, you got that.
I fucking love
500.
Hades.
Oh, wait,
Hades is
buzzer,
great.
buzzer.
Oh.
Buzzers before 500.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Buzzers before we go to 500.
Oh, excellent, yes. Players, in this Game of the Year contender, you collect jokers to empower the deck-building combos as you play Sorta Poker. Be careful if you're young, though. This game had a suspicious 18-plus PEGI age rating for the gambling that simply isn't present in the game. Eltriok, on my screen, it showed you just before Digi there, so I'm going to give this one to you because Digi's nailed the rest of this quiz. Eltriok, what did you like?
What is Balatro?
That is correct. This is, of course, Balatro. I had to change this on Tuesday. I ran a test version of this quiz and found out that they have in fact removed the 18-plus PEGI rating and is now a 13-plus PEGI age rating, which is still absurd. There is literally nothing in this game that should be stopping this from being an E for Everyone title. I hate the PEGI age rating system. It does all
It's so dumb.
Yeah. It's actually based on a game called Big Two, Not Poker. Technically true, but I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Let's do before and after for 200.
Before and after for 200. Your adorable pink ability copier finds himself in the mirror world and split into 4 copies in a surprisingly Metroidvania game. And you are a runner bringing back packages across the city in a dystopian cyberpunk parkour game by DICE. Eltrack, you have the board.
Kirby and the Amazing Mirror's Edge.
Correct! Kirby and the Amazing Mirror's Edge. Thank you to, I'm gonna try Like Us a Day for this submission. This is one of my favorite ones on here.
That was good. That was really good.
In all of the testing I did, this is the first time anyone's just nailed it. I'm really glad you did, because I've kept this here despite the fact that the 2 or 3 times I've tested this board, nobody got it.
Welcome.
Revolver Oshawott might have got it. Or they got very close. Yeah, you can see your... Yeah, sorry.
Let's do Sports Ball for 100.
I apologize for this category. These are not meant to be gotten in the most part. This game and its sequel are about a competitive projectile fighting sport where you have to slam an anti-gravity ball into the opponent's face to win. The best part is choosing who to play in the diverse and wacky cast, including options like Raptor, Switch, Latch, and Candyman. Digi... Damn it.
What is Lethal League?
That is Lethal League or Lethal Blaze. They both are technically correct based on what I wrote.
This game fucking rules. I want to play this game.
It does. It does have some funky, fresh beats as well.
Let's do Sports Ball 200.
Sports Ball for 200. Technos Japan was way ahead of its time when it realized there was the demand for the high-octane team elimination court ball sport where the last player standing wins everything for their team. The rules are simple. Stay in the lines, throw your balls at the other team, and don't get hit. Digi.
What is Super Dodgeball?
Technically correct, because it's exactly what's written there.
That's in the Kunio series, right? Or am I thinking of the other one?
That one is.
Yeah, it is. That was maybe the better hint I could do there, but I was already getting wordy.
Oh,
Did you still have control of the board? Sorry, you said Sports Ball?
Sports Ball, yep.
Absolutely. This physics-based indie sports game by Triband has you usually bringing a golf ball to a pin in every level, although sometimes you'll be bringing lots of balls to one pin, or the pin to the ball, or a bomb to a net. Really, it'll have you asking yourself, Digi?
What the golf?
Golf?
I suspected it. I
Fantastic
suspected this
title.
one.
Game's great.
Sports Ball.
Sports Ball for 400.
Sports Ball for 400. Developed by Konami for the NES and published by Ultra Games, this game showed off a 24th century future where the game of baseball has come so far that coaches have fully replaced their teams with armed combat robots.
Hmm.
I know this one.
Rachel knows this one. Several people know this one.
Chat will know this one because it's notorious for all the wrong reasons.
Hmm.
I can't think. I know what it is. I can't remember the name.
That's absolutely okay. It sounds like our players do not want to wager their points on this. Chat, let's get your answer now. Base Wars Cyber Stadium series from Retro.
Oh!
Base Wars. Looks like we're locking in Base Wars. I'll give chat another second or two to see if they can figure a different answer out, but it looks like Base Wars is what's coming out.
I've never heard of this in my life.
This is Cyber Stadium Wars Base Wars, which is truly one of the most awful video games that has ever existed. You can just fight the field players. There's a little bit of fun to it, but it's just, it's a thing.
Give chat points.
Oh, chat, of course, you get points. Ahead of Gamma. Gamma, you're getting destroyed.
No! Don't say that!
Player. Oh, sorry, I'm going to give chat the ability to go where they want to here. They did answer this one, and we're on making pretty good time, so we can ask chat. Chat, where do you want to go? I'll take the second one I see in chat. Sorry, dismiss me. Before and after for 500. I'm not going to do before and after for 500. We're going to do that one last. There's a reason. So I am going to do Sports Ball for 500. I lied. I'm going to take the first one. I'm sorry, chat. You can't be trusted. Often cited as one of the worst Super Nintendo titles, this sports game first released on the Amiga and Atari ST in 1990 before being re-released on the Super Nintendo with a new name. The game takes place in the far, far future of 2031, where a coach, sick of the rules, fires all the referees and makes a new league without rules.
Oh. A sports game that was an Amiga port with a new name. Oh, I'm imagining the vilest things.
Eltrog, you've buzzed in.
Is this Mutant Sports League?
Oh, that's a good question. That's an excellent question. I wrote this not too long ago.
Oh no, is there no answer?
What are we gonna do about that? All right, I'm gonna just have to take a guess here. I'm gonna have to just let you do your thing and see if you're right. This is Future Basketball or Bill Lampier's Combat Basketball. So I'm gonna have to take points from Melchiok. Sorry, chat, you didn't get your chance to answer that one because I genuinely didn't remember what the answer to the question was. Chat, clearly you knew. To answer Proton John in chat, once the players have had their opportunity to answer, normally, if I can remember, which I think I remember all of them but this one, because I just simply, like, I played this game as a kid, it was so awful.
This game's
I will
really
I will
bad.
toss the answer to chat and they will have a chance to answer. Eltriog, you tried to answer. I will reward your bravery with the ability to go anywhere on the board you choose to go, except for, of course, before and after 500.
Well, let's do before and after 300 then.
Absolutely.
Sensible.
A sprawling RPG adventure that sees 4 warriors of light gather together to relight the darkened elemental crystals and save the world from peril and chaos. And a sprawling RPG adventure that has your heroes go across the Algol star system and the planets Palma, Motavia, and Azores on their quest to defeat Lassic and Dark Falls. Gamma, you've rung in.
Final Fantasy Star?
Ooh, could you be a little more specific with how you pronounce that? Because it's actually Final Fantasy Star.
Fantasy Star.
Final Fantasy Star. Yes, this is your hint,
Woo!
players. That sometimes it's not purely the phonetics work more than the text of it. Gamma, you've won a little bit of your birthday spirit back, but you're still trailing behind Digi so far. Where would you like to go on the board?
Captain, I'd like to visit Games Explained Poorly for 3.
Games explained poorly for 300. You and your simile-colored crew get ready to complete the daily tasks for the day. Oh, that was a good way to write that. I'm aware that one of you is acting a little bit suspicious. Digi, you've rung in first.
What is Among Us?
Oh, boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. I was going to play the Among Us soundboard clip here. Please imagine that I played. It was very funny. Everyone laughed. Digi, you have control of the board.
Games explained poorly for 400.
Games Among Us, everybody is differently colored. Did I say similarly colored? Well, yeah. I suppose that would have been a better way.
Whoops.
It made sense in my head when I wrote it. For 400, you're in desperate need of cash, so you take a shady security job protecting a well-known theme restaurant. It doesn't seem like anything can go wrong, but then it all goes really, really wrong. But if it doesn't go so bad, you'll make a cool 120.50 for the week of work. Gamma.
What is Five Nights at Freddy's?
It's a game with a lot of lore and game. So that's a hard question to answer, really. Gamma, congratulations. You know more about Five Nights at Freddy's than anyone else on the board, so you can choose where we go next.
All right. I need to get all of these right, and also Digi has to get all of them wrong first.
Yep.
Let's do GEP for 5.
GP for 500, using your powerful alphabet of I, O, T, S, Z. That's right, J and L. You slam down to the bottom and do lines until everything gets way too fast and your problems build up. I'm gonna go with Eltrug just because, Digi, you're simply uncatchable.
Sorry.
No, you don't need to be sorry. You get it.
I get it.
What is Tetris?
That's correct. This is Tetris. Thank you. Thank you. I had so much trouble getting people to get this one in testing.
Oh, of course.
That's a very good one.
Players, we go to the second to last. I know technically Eltrug gets to choose here. We go to the second to last on the board, before and after, for 400. A grim narrator provides powerful quips, chat. I expect you to help here, for you to move through this gothic roguelike turn-based RPG, including the sage advice, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. And one foul beast quest to menace a town and take a prized bell to claim as its own, with buttons dedicated to spreading your wings to assert dominance and honk. That redeem isn't on. Well, Gamma's a jerk.
What?
Eltriok.
Darkest Dungeon titled Goose Game.
That's correct. This is Darkest Dungeon titled Goose Game.
Oh my god!
Truly the best one on the board.
That was extremely good.
Players, we have a special announcement for the final one of the round. It says 500 on there. I'm gonna make this worth, I don't know, 2,000, which doesn't let Digi lose because that would be super well, wait. We're gonna make this worth 1,500 because I don't want Digi to lose to an unfair thing here. But anybody can answer this one. This is before and after for 500. This is gonna be painful. I don't know about painful, but we'll see. Level 5 in Bandai Namco's adorable action RPG returns in this sequel with a sprawling story following Evan Pettywhisker Tildrum as he sets out to build a new kingdom and an often considered masterpiece collaboration game between Disney and Square Enix. But specifically, this HD collection title that includes Dream Drop Distance, Birth by Sleep, and, I don't know how to pronounce it back cover, Good Luck.
Huh.
Okay.
You can't see it, but I am wiggling in my seat.
I have
Oh, it was
never
cheap. It was cheap.
heard of Evan Pettywhisker Tildrum in my life.
Don't worry. There's a lot of other clues there. It's a sequel, action RPG. Oh, we got a buzz. We got a buzz from Digi.
Okay. Ni no Kuni to Lost Kingdom Hearts?
That is very close. I am not going to dock you points. Because, obviously I jacked up the expanse of this question and you took a chance to guess.
Not Lost Kingdom, is it?
Anyone else?
Oh, it's pronounced key.
Eltrock. It is pronounced key or kai or chi, or there's a lot of ways it could be pronounced.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's Ni no Kuni 2 Lost Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
No.
Fair enough. Technically, that's incorrect. Chat, does anybody because Gamma hasn't rung in here. Chat, does anybody in chat know?
No, I don't know what the fuck they named these. What the fuck is a 2.8?
Well, it's what came after 2.5, but not before the third. Yes.
I know.
All right. Ni no Kuni 2 long didn't read. Altazama says Ni no Kingdom, Ni no Kunai 2 Revenant Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5. It's not the 1.5 remix. It is like the Jester says. This is, of course, everybody knows these two. Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, which is the only game that included all of the things that I said on.
Yep.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the 2.8 one, but who the fuck knows what the rest of it
It
is?
is 2.8. It's Final Chapter Prologue because there is a Final Chapter Prologue in there. Yay! And also a prequel that takes place well before everything in Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly. Chat, I will give you the 1,500 that was awarded there so that you can have a nice, pleasant second. I can't give you full points. Only one person in chat got it. Although it was it was not meant to be got. This purely existed because I realized that this would work, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the entire world. But way to go, chat. Players, congratulations, you've completed 2 rounds. Digi, you've won a section of Gamma's Soul Birthday. Congratulations!
Hell yeah.
That's frightening when you put it that way.
You get your tail probably has a little red panda stripe on it now. There's probably other horrifying consequences to consider, but what we don't have to consider as a horrifying consequence right now is that we're halfway through our quiz, friends. It's time for everybody to get up, stretch their legs, grab a drink. Gamma, it's your birthday. You should say hello to everybody in chat and have a moment to say things. I'm gonna go fill up my coffee. I don't know. Let's reconvene in 6 minutes.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself and go get another coffee. Be right back.
Okay. Let's see. What happens when I hit this button? Does anything break? No, that looks totally fine.
Wait, chat. Can you still hear me, chat? Chat
can hear you.
Okay, chat. Spam the Gamma emotes that I made, which I don't know the code for, but Gamma's gonna tell you right now. Spam them. Spam them so hard for his birthday.
Chills has made Gamma C2 Crow, Gamma C2 Duck, Gamma C2 Gamma, which is an awkward one for my emote picker to find. There it is. And then finally, Gamma C2 Tactics, which I believe all of these should be, yes, properly credited. Uno Squid, thank you for the bits.
Containing the ultimate power.
Look at all them birds.
Emerald.
A lot of birds.
Thank you. God, birds are so fucking dope. Digi, Repo was really fun last night.
Oh my god, that game was hilarious.
Digi, I'm really happy that when I rated, you were just like, hey, Chris, you have this game? You want to play this game? Because I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great. Gotta do it again. We gotta do it with more people.
We gotta do it again. We gotta do it with more people. I'm nodding. I'm nodding at this. Let me check how much water I have. I'm gonna refill this, but it'll take like 10 seconds.
So the true horror is having somebody who has no idea what they're doing, just like try to figure out what everyone is doing. Like, how do you play the game? Like, that's really funny.
I've returned.
Whoa.
Wow. Eltriok, are you within earshot right now? He is not. I wanted to ask him how his stream went. Yay! Oh, oh, oh. Oh. This is a lot of. I was really excited for this. Like all day, I barely achieved anything else since waking up. I mean, that's not true. I did like a lot of chores. I cleaned up my place with like the window open, and like that felt really nice to do. I ordered out for lunch today, and I felt like treating myself. I ate a bunch of very tiny burgers, which is really fun and satisfying. I hadn't tried that place before. I tried a new place, and I got a bunch of tiny burgers, and I like it a lot.
Hell yeah.
How's your day going so far?
I slept most of it.
That's a good way to use a weekend. If I wasn't streaming on Sunday, which I don't usually, I would also sleep most of the day. I have a really bad habit of not maintaining excellent sleep hygiene, and so I really rely on the weekends to catch up on a lot of those hours, which makes it especially painful when I have to work on Saturday, which I did yesterday. But I fell asleep like all Thursday after work, so it balanced out. I had enough sleep. Wow. How many hours do red pandas have to sleep? Too many, or not enough, depending on how you interpret the question. I always need more hours of sleep. Wow. Night Raider, hello. Daihime-sama, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's me! I know that guy!
That is you.
I wonder if Penta knows that their entire browser is being captured. I think probably.
Probably why it's specifically that one.
That's also me! Wait a second, I know what you're up to. I see what you're doing. That's also me. Lena drew that one. That one's by Rabbit Legs. I know them.
I know them too.
What? That? Oh shit! Akibra, thank you for the bits.
Containing the ultimate power.
That was me. That's me as an animal. I need to figure out how to like get notifications for my art tab, because the animal one was posted to Blue Sky for like a few days before I happened to see it. That's me. That's
Hello.
also me. Look at all these me's.
Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that's even more adorable.
Chris, why are you trying to punch me?
I don't know. Maybe it's funny.
Why are you trying to punch me so cutely? I don't get it.
Have you seen my baby?
Emerald.
Look, that's what. Thank you for the bits. Eltriok, I wanted to ask, how was your stream? How do you feel after like streaming for 4 hours and then coming to go play quiz shows?
I realized right before I started what a bad idea that was. I literally just ran out to like eat my housemate's chicken wings for like 5 minutes and then run back because I have not eaten since 1 p.m. and it's now 6:20. But other than that, I'm doing great.
Hell yeah!
Last boss of Onimusha 2 really sucks. But the rest of that game's pretty cool.
Sorry, I assumed you were saying something positive. The woo was already queued up.
Like
Uh,
mentally queued up.
Mentally queued up. That's me and Pentachills. Molly
Oh,
drew
yeah.
We were
Oh.
playing Goemon. I haven't played an
Chris.
Onimusha game. I want to.
You should. I think Onimusha 1 is fantastic. Chris, how's your birthday going?
It's going super good. It's going super good. Thanks for
Good.
asking.
I'm glad. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here. Hey, I know the song.
Yeah, please.
I'm happy Digi's here. Digi, thank you for joining us.
It's fun.
Yeah. I need to message you later, Chris, about playing a certain game that we talked about.
I was thinking of that earlier today. We're nodding. Two of us nodding in secret.
Yes, yes. Ooh, we are scheming together. We are.
We are scheming together. Digi and I are also scheming together in a different but similar similar project.
Excellent.
Yes. Have
I'm
either of you
excited
played?
for your April plans.
Me too. I'm so glad people don't seem sick of them. Because I really don't want to stop. I have a lot of fun with it. Spiff, thank you.
I think it's more than anything. I think it's spreading because
Excellent.
I personally have been like, I should play some horror games in April too.
I love it when my ideas are contagious.
What were you gonna ask? You said, has anyone ever played? Something?
Have either of you played Goemon 64?
Nope.
I've played a little bit. I really want to play through it.
It is.
It's
very good.
Truly a masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
The entire time you play it, it's important to remember it's like a first-year game on the N64, which is not to its detriment. It
No.
came up before Ocarina of Time, and in a lot of ways, that should be an issue Ocarina of Time has.
Wow, I did not realize that time frame. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think it is an easy to say opinion of mine is it has aged better than Ocarina of Time has as a video game.
Alright.
In a lot of ways, I agree with that, yeah. Also, it has just some of the most banging music in video gaming.
True.
Including like legitimate anime style openings and middle titles by like fairly famous out of the gaming sphere composers. I mean, it's just the two songs really, but like that in and of itself is really exciting. And it's kind of like exactly the right bite-sized treat.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am returned. I am going to shortly explain that I am drinking just a lovely little cold brew made by myself, honestly, but made out of beans from a local company called Oso Negro, which specifically their Campfire Blend, which is a medium dark roast. It is the most creamy, smoky, wonderful little chocolate malt sort of medium roast I've had in a good while. I do a little bit of vanilla simple syrup with it, and that's my afternoon. I'll take Anal Bum Cover for 7,000. Thank you, Derbysoft. I'm sorry that Anal Bum Cover got you moderated.
Pentachills has added permitted term.
Anal Bum,
Amazing.
of course.
Oh,
It is
no.
delicious. Anybody, summer is coming up. Anybody who doesn't, this is my very small plea, because this obviously isn't sponsored, but like, go out there, get yourself a cold brew kit, give yourself a little bit of a treat. Buy some local beans, get yourself a grinder, or, use pre-ground beans. Make yourself cold brew. If you like coffee, but you don't like the acidic taste, not the acidic taste, but like the way you get coffee like the acid works into you. Cold brew basically nullifies that problem. It's tasty. You can modify it a lot of ways to your own taste. Just give it a try. That's my treasure chest tip of the day. Beyond that, are we back to ready?
Chris is ready.
Excellent. You go
Eltron is
back.
ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
hell yeah. And I'll form the head. We go to the second round of Machi Where Are We? Players, I have a treat for you. I got really busy, and there's more in this quiz than there ever has been before.
Whoa!
There's
Boy.
extra rows and extra columns and extra points as we sever Gamma's soul and the spirit of Halloween 2 into several different pieces, allowing for okay, didn't make the embarrassing misspelling again. Dang it, I'm so bad at alt codes. Welcome, players, to board 3 of 4. We have the categories for you. Halloween 2, spooky games.
Yay!
You'll never guess where that inspiration comes on from. Modern pixels. These are games that have the pixel art style that are mostly considered modern. Oh my god. I crumpled into dust when I looked some of these up. Ooh. Aquatic Mysteries is exactly that. It's a little bit of a twist. I'm going to show you some aquatic screenshot from a game. You'll tell me where we are, but it's a little bit misleading in every case. Whose theme is this? Space Alt 14 is I'm going to play a boss theme, a character theme, a JRPG protagonist theme. You're going to tell me whose theme it is. That's it. Of course, I've denoted the audio categories for you with a helpful musical note. What's that stage? I'm gonna play some stage music, some famous stage music. You can tell me what stage it is. And finally, we have Pentachill's Potpourri, the category that we had last time, which is just random games that I consider to be some of the best games of all time, some of my favorites. Trying not to double dip on the ones I used last time, but still pretty heckin' good. That took me about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to get through, which is roughly the amount of time that it takes to listen to Lupus Nox Mania Master, a free music track that you can find on YouTube, and it's one of the most banging tracks of all heckin' time, and it's playing in the background.
Woo! Shoutouts to free music!
Eltruck, you have not gotten to choose first yet, and guess what? I'm gonna start you with one bonus Gamma soul point.
Whoa.
You get to choose where to go on the board.
Oh my goodness. Let's go with Halloween 2 spooky games for 400.
Absolutely. Players, for 400 you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. Players, can you tell me where we are? Digi, you've buzzed in first.
What is Echo the Dolphin?
This is not Echo the Dolphin, and I'm gonna be a little bit harsh because I think you'll get those points back later. Gamma, where are we?
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh, Gamma.
What is Echo 2?
Chat, do we let that one go? Chat, it's his birthday. I don't know, chat. Do we let that one go? It's his birthday. He's just a little guy. Give it to the birthday boy. No mercy.
What? What?
Let the birthday boy win. The scales of justice are leaning slightly towards.
Okay, full title. Okay, I got it. Don't worry. It's Echo 2 Return.
Eltriok, would you like to try to answer the question?
Oh boy. Well, I was going to guess something else, but now I have to guess what the subtitle of the game is.
That's the trick.
I can only think of one Echo subtitle, but I'm pretty sure it's the Dreamcast one, not this one. But I'm going to go with Echo 2 Defender of the Future.
This is Echo the Dolphin, Tides of Time.
Of course, it's Tides of Time.
Which I should have tossed this to chat. I'm gonna give chat 400 points because I could see people answering it before it even went over. I'm not gonna give you the double points to chat. Yes, I used Echo the Dolphin last time as a horror game, so I had to use Echo the Dolphin Tides of Time this time. Echo the Dolphin is the scariest fucking video game on the planet, bar none. It is a horrifying experience. And nobody should play it. And the last time I said that, I got a DM later from Gamma saying, I don't think Echo the Dolphin is that scary. But I haven't seen him put it on stream since then.
Did I say that?
So I just want to say, nut up, Gamma. Play it for Halloween.
Wait.
Play it for Halloween if you're such a tough guy. You think you can play it without being a scared little panda? I've seen pandas scared of rocks. And you're hardly a panda.
What? Slow down here. This is getting personal.
Yeah, you're right. Chat, where would we like to go? Blows up. Mysteries for 800. Aquatic mysteries for 800 players. Where are we? Digi.
What is Super Mario Brothers 3 from Super Mario All Stars?
Oh, Digi,
Holy
congratulations!
shit!
Super Mario Brothers 3, but you get double points for pointing out it's on All Stars. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh my god!
Well, okay.
Digi,
well done.
the board is yours. Where would you like to go?
Let's go Modern Pixels for 400.
Modern Pixels for 400. Where are we, players? Digi, once again.
What is Stardew Valley?
Yeah, this is Stardew Valley.
Oh my gosh!
You didn't have to put that second part.
Oh.
It's still getting updates.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm
Yeah.
literally playing a playthrough right now on stream, and it's like, what? There's this feature now?
Yeah.
God, I fucking love Stardew Valley.
That gif of Snake getting old, 100%. I looked up the release date for Stardew Valley. I was like, no, that can't be right. Haunted Chocolatier, any day now. Game without multiplayer, not gonna go well. That's my hot opinion about that, but we'll see. Digi, you have control of the board.
Reset buzzers.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
800 for Modern Pixels.
800 for Modern Pixels. Players, where are we? Gamma, I see you've rung in slightly before Digi, and then it adjusted for time, but Digi's crushing it. So let's give you a chance to get your birthday back.
Oh, this one is Shovel Knight.
Are you sure this is Shovel Knight? Because it is.
Yes.
But it could have been like any of them. The Trouble King's in all of them.
Trouble King is in all of them, and is a treat in all of them.
And is a trout treat every time. Players, where would you like to go? And by players, I mean Gamma.
I really want to visit Pentachill's Potpourri. Let's start at 8.
I believe the T is silent, but players in Pentachill's Potpourri, where are we? Digi, you've rung in first.
What is Bloodstained? The not Ritual World of Night?
That's correct. This is Bloodstained. Ritual of the Night. One of the strongest Kickstarter titles of all time. Not only did they come through on their promise to make a Roten, they made several retro games. It's all been bangers. My only regret is that they are not continuing to make a 3D title again, but maybe they will in the future. It is. I just love it. And this is a save point for anybody wondering. I was trying to be a little bit tricky because, you know.
Yeah. Molly,
It's
no
a
one
bit
was
hard.
talking shit. We love you.
Hurry, we're talking shit. Did you have control
sir,
of the
thank
board?
you.
Where would you like to go?
Let's do Modern Pixels for 1200.
That one's
Modern
for
Pixels
you.
for 1,200 players. Where do you think we are? Digi.
What is Dave the Diver?
This is Dave the Diver.
Oh.
Which when I went to go and get a screenshot of is a lot less of a pixel game than I thought it was.
Oh.
But there are a lot of
That's
pixels.
true.
In it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Digi, where would you like to go on the board?
Modern Pixels for 1600.
Modern Pixels for 1,600 players. Where are we? Chat's gonna lose their mind. Gammy, you have not played this game. I'm sorry.
Oh, that is okay. I am capable of activating my special eyes and recognizing pixels. These are indeed pixels.
These
Okay.
are pixels.
That's as far as my superpower lets me go.
Eltriok, you have buzzed in. Your
Is
bravery
this-
shall be rewarded.
Is this Octopath Traveler?
Could you be a little more specific?
Is this Octopath Traveler 2?
This is Octopath Traveler 2!
Oh, that makes sense with the fidelity and the art style. Yes, yes.
Octopath Traveler 2 has slightly more in-depth bosses. There was no way to know if it was 1 or 2. This is an early boss from a particular route with one of the best characters in the game. Octopath Traveler 2 has much better characters than the first game overall. And this is from Partitio's route, I believe. But Partitio is awesome. And if it's not, it's Ochat's route. And both of those are great. I forget where I got that screenshot. Eltrap, you have control of the board. You're controlling Gamma's birthday soul. The red panda leaves him as the Tanuki cloak disguise falls away. Where would you like to go?
What?
God. Let's do Halloween 2 for 800.
Ooh.
Halloween 2 for 800. Does that have better than Haunted? It does have better than Haunted. Overall, the characters from 2 are just much stronger than the first one. Halloween 2 Spooky Games players, where are we? Eltriog, you've buzzed in first.
Oh, it's the little guy!
It is a little guy.
What is Uninvited?
Ooh, I'm sorry. We're actually in the game room. It's right in the title.
Of course. Damn.
But the game that we're in is, of course, Uninvited, so that makes sense. This little guy dances across your screen. This is the most... I love it.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's the game room. This is indeed the game room. Getting a frame where both said it was the game room and that little guy was dancing on the screen, way harder than you think. Eltriog, the board is yours once more.
Let's do Halloween 2 for 1200.
Ooh.
Players, where are we?
Wait.
I just put a whole ass easy one on the board because I don't think anyone's played it but me.
Wait. Oh,
Gonna start the... Oh, Gamma, you've buzzed in.
I think I know this.
That's not the name of the title.
I
I'm gonna
know,
have to
you fucker! Is this... Oh, shit. I'm trying to remember the name of the game without looking it up, and it's tricky. Is this... is it 12 Days a Stranger? No, fuck. Is this not one of the adventure games that Yahtzee made?
Cat, it looks like it's going to you as Digi and Eltriok haven't buzzed in. Does anybody know what game this is?
Fucker! Damn it! Shit! Ass! Piss! Fuck!
Oh no.
Fuck!
I see one correct answer in chat after a little beat here. I'm going to give you guys half points. This is 5 Days a Stranger. Not 12 Days a Stranger. I'm sorry, Gamma. I have to be a little harder. It's the second board. This is the start of the Yahtzee series of point-and-click adventure games that you have not played on stream and that I want you to play on stream because they are a delight. They are really spooky in a good way. The writing is pretty fantastic. This is, of course, Trilby, as the people in the chat are saying, the master thief with a Trilby hat. Chat, where would you like to go, chat? Let's have a talk, chat. How are you doing today? Tell us a fun fact about yourself, chat.
Oh, I need a drink after that one.
Modern Pixels for 2,000. I'm going to give it a hot second for Gamma to sip down his coffee. And players, I'm going to ask you, where do you think this is? Gamma.
I had to think for half a second. This is... Wait. Yeah, this is Vampire Survivors.
Wait.
This is Vampire Survivors.
Hey.
Specifically, the Ode to Castlevania. I cried like a bitch at this part. I cried. Which, to be clear, is not that crying is a bitch-like behavior. No, I cried with great empathy. Mm-hmm. I am nostalgia-pilled in my brain, and seeing how much love and care was put into this specific DLC, and this moment in the game made me genuinely weep.
Yes,
I still get emotional thinking about it. If you think that a $5 title like Vampire Survivors isn't worth your time, shush, go to Steam, purchase it. It's delightful.
I was also really emotional at the end of Ode to Castlevania.
Right.
Like it...
Agreed.
Gamma.
You answered that. Oh, you were in the negatives. That's
right. I was having the exact same thought.
The points kind of don't matter for anyone but you, so it's fine.
Let's go to Pentachill's Potpourri for 12.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Players, where are we? Digi, where are we?
What is Yakuza 0?
This is Yakuza 0!
I wasn't sure of the number. I didn't hit the buzzer because I didn't know the number.
I was going to bring the entire clip of this scene on to show it so that Gamma could see the introduction to this character. I'm not going to do that, but for those of you in chat who know where this is, what's going on, and what's happening, yay! Everything about this is awesome.
I remember this scene specifically, despite never playing the game. So,
A friend of mine, Lizard in chat, made me play 0 before I played anything else, so I didn't have the full context of what was going on. But that scene sets up a character that I have loved basically since that moment, since then. And I'm currently in the middle of the playthrough of Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii right now, and it's just as good as almost every other game in the franchise. I really hope we get remakes of 3, 4, and 5 soon because, slog. Did you have control of the chat? Also, I'm getting to play them on English. And Matt Mercer does an absolutely 90% of the time fantastic Kiryu, especially in the karaoke. Absolutely nails it. The English voice title's very good in there. Digi, where would you like to go on the board?
let's finish off Modern Pixels.
Modern Pixels for 2,500, the super category.
Ooh.
Players, where are we? It looks like Eltriok is getting adjusted up in the ring just to keep things a little bit spicy. Eltriok, where would you like to? Where are we?
This is very strange because I answered this last time, but we are in Balatro.
We're still in Balatro. Yeah,
we're still in
of
Balatro.
course.
we're still in Balatro. We're not getting out of there anytime soon.
Oh, the background. Yes.
Where are the pixels? Technically is a pixel game. There are a lot more pixels on the screen. I tried to find, it was a 2,500, so I tried to get something. Try to now give them some more obscure Modern Pixels next time. This is too easy. True, but I will remind everybody that a Jeopardy that is 75% answered is so much more. If you go and watch a video where like random YouTubers do a video game trivia for their friends, and the questions are like, what game came out on the SNES? And nobody gets it. It's not fun. Answering the questions is a lot more fun. So sometimes you got to throw some freebies in there. There's some rough ones in here, I promise. Teehee. Eltriok, you answered the question first. Where would you like to go?
Let's do Pentachill's Potpourri for 1,600.
Absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. Players, where are we? Eltriok, you rung in first.
This is Persona 5.
Is it? Or is something in this slightly changing it and letting it be different than that?
Is this Persona 5 Royal?
This is Persona 5 Royal.
Oh.
Persona 5 Royal. Little Royal.
Persona 5 Days a Stranger,
Oh.
which was legitimately one of my considerations for what we were going to do on the before and after category. I believe I gave you your point. I must have given you your point.
You did, yeah.
So many. Eltriok, let me redo the buzzers. Where would you like to go?
Let's do Aquatic Mysteries for 1,200.
Aquatic Mysteries for 1,200. Players, where are we? Did you?
Where's Donkey Kong Country?
Donkey Kong Country
1.
Correct. That is
Oh.
true, despite my best efforts. This is the trick here, friends. I tap my hinges and waggle my treasure chest jaw. Oh, not jaw. No. Lid so correctly. You can't see this much of the background ever. I had to remove layers in my perfectly legal Super Nintendo.
Ooh. Very
Players.
clever.
Players, where would you like to go? And by players, I mean Digi.
Pentachill's Potpourri for 400.
Absolutely, let's clear this little straggler off. One of my I think legitimately one of my top 3 games, and it will never move off of that list. A game that gives me true inspiration day to day. This game lived on a hill. Players, where are we? Gamma.
The Binding of Isaac.
Ooh, I'm sorry. This is not The Binding of Isaac. It is, though, allowed as the answer. This is The Binding of Isaac Repentance. Or the other titles that, unfortunately, the theming of the game does have quite disturbing titles, but they're there. But yes, that is The Binding of Isaac, my favorite roguelike of all time. Truly unbeatable as far as I consider modern roguelikes.
Wahoo!
Yama, the board is yours. I don't think I gave you points that time.
Where did
Here
that
you go.
wahoo come from?
That one's for you.
Wahoo!
Oh, I know how that triggered. That's actually really funny. I want to listen to some music. Can we get whose theme this is for 4?
Absolutely. I'm going to turn off the Persona 5 calming retro music I had playing on the other tab. Whose theme is this, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Players, whose theme is this?
Oh.
Yama.
I'm gonna die if I get this wrong. This is Terra's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Woo! The instant you introduced this category, I was like, oh, Terra's theme is in here.
Absolutely. Congratulations on that. I've given you points. Elfie, I'm sure our tastes do line up quite a bit. I know The Binding of Isaac isn't for everybody. I don't have any issues with people who don't like that. But as far as roguelikes go, it is a roguelike. I'm going to get on my pedestal. It is a roguelike that at its core lets runs be so hard. It has a ton of secrets. It's not gated by the current modern roguelike meta progression system that I absolutely hate. Hades, a perfect 10 out of 10 game. Me and Gamma had this conversation the other day. The vast majority of power that you acquire in the game, you just do runs and you collect crystals, and then when you go back to base, you give those crystals to somebody and you power yourself up. In The Binding of Isaac, you power up by completing the game and getting farther and doing cool things. And just, I really like that set of progression. And sometimes your run is you pick up brimstone and automatic tracking and explosive shots, and now you're blowing things up with a super mega laser. And in Hades, again, 10 out of 10 game, love it, one of my favorite games of all time, not a roguelike. The vast majority of things that you get as upgrades are just sort of little tiny boosts there. And when you go from rare to legendary, it boosts it by 3%. It doesn't have that same feeling of sometimes I'm busting the game by feeling good about it. That's my pedestal for why The Binding of Isaac is good. The thematics of the game, I give or leave them.
Woo! I cheer when my friends get on pedestals.
Gamma, it's your turn. Roguelikes should be breakable. Yes! Yes! VIP like us today.
Can I please? I would like to listen to more music. Can we get what's the stage for 4?
Players, what stage are we on? This time I am looking for the stage, but you can say the game afterwards for, like, you know, credits.
I'm gonna hit it. I think I know where we are.
Gamma, like you're in a pan. Where are we?
This is Metal Man stage. Damn it!
Anyone else? Digi.
Is this Top Man stage?
This is not Top Man stage, but I appreciate the bravery of answering.
I am so bad at pinpointing music.
All right, is that a pass from Eltriok?
Yeah.
Not a problem. Don't worry, everybody. Chat, can you sound off if you know where this one's from? Oh, look! It's the most recognizable Mega Man 2 song that isn't Wily's stage. Way to go, chat. No. Listen, I'm fully aware that the sound one had a huge hit or miss category, but like this one was remixed by Hyodane. It's in so many things. It's not my favorite Mega Man 2 song. I like the Wily stage music quite a bit, but damn, is it a banger. Banger alert.
Banger alert. Yeah, Crash Man's theme is my favorite from that game, for the
Crash
record.
Man's theme is also my favorite.
Crash Man is good. I did go, since it was the 400, I went with the one that is like on all the top 10 lists and not the yeah, I mean, but it was Mega Man 2. I kind of figured it'd have a chance. Chat, where would you like to go? Oh, this is I make the nicest simple syrup for my coffee.
I need to start making simple syrup. I have made, I bought, I believe the same kit that Pentachills has. Because you picked out my cold brew kit. And it is, I second the recommendation, is absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Okay, it looks like Chad is asking for stage music for 800 players. Woo! What stage are we on?
Oh,
Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time.
That's correct. This is I'm positive it's supposed to be Gerudo Valley from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. But, you know, some part of my brain was like, I have to say Gerudo. That's not correct, but my brain wanted to say that.
I think the final countdown.
Also, the final countdown. My favorite song from Ocarina of Time, the best part of Ocarina of Time, the only part that hasn't aged into dust, the music. Digi, where would you like to go? I know that's an unpopular opinion for sure, but
What's that stage for 1200?
what's that stage for 1200 players? Where are we? Uh-oh, Gamma, you should know this one.
give me a second. This is familiar.
Oh, I love making chat mad. Chat,
Yeah.
sound off if you... Chat, tell me it's a banger if you know it's a banger.
Oh, I know this. Hold on. Where are you?
It's in there in that big, beautiful brain of yours. You just gotta dig it out.
Oh, where
Give
are
me
we?
10 seconds, Gamma.
I was waiting for this part. It didn't ring the bell. I can't
It's okay.
I can't
It's
unlock
okay.
it.
Chat, the board is yours.
Oh, fuck!
All right, I do see at least two.
Yep.
Okay, there's three.
Yep.
This is Red Canyon, not the most recognizable tune from the F-Zero Super Nintendo title, but that's because we're at 1200 now. The game's a little more serious. We can't go to Big Blue. We can't give you the easy one. But Red Canyon, my favorite from the track. Wait, did we get double? Chat, you get double because you have to go after. But like, you know, it's all for, I believe the term is shiggles. Chat, where would you like to go next? We're gonna steal all the music. Alfie Faye would like to go back to music. Whose theme for 800? Ooh, I like whose theme for 800.
Yeah.
This still kind of fits everything. Potpourri. Yeah, I see a bunch of options. We're just gonna go with whose theme is it for 800. I'm sorry, chat. I know that a lot of you will answer, but you know, I kind of got to go with what works here. Characters who are in the board game of my life because I'm the main character. Whose theme is this? Chat, it looks like our players are not buzzing in for this one. Chat, would you like to tell me whose theme is this?
Oh!
That's correct. It's Mirror B's theme from Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. A funky, tasty beat.
Oh!
If you haven't seen Mirror B, what an absolute unit of a treat of an enemy. I actually thought, well, you know, there's always a chance with these ones. That's why it's on the second board. The second board isn't super free like the first one. Chat, would you like to continue with the music? Woo! His theme is different on Coliseum. It was specifically XD Gale of Darkness, but I would have let both go. Looks like we're going to stick with music. Chat, I'm going to go with whose theme for 1200 for you. Players, whose theme is this? Gamma.
Who is Frog from Chrono Trigger?
Would you like to try to answer this question a little bit better for a 30-year-old masterpiece of a game, Gamma?
Oh.
Whose theme is this? Eltriok, do you know whose theme this is?
I believe this is Glenn's theme.
Oh, my heart! You're right!
Ooh,
I'm so sorry, Chris.
I'm gonna give you both points. I am going to say that the following text is a little bit wrong. This is Frog's theme. Double points for answering either Glenn or Cyrus. Both are both are technically correct, depending on the translation and version and where you're playing. But I forgot to add Glenn after the fact. Correct. That is Frog's theme. Congratulations, Gamma. You answered first, so you get control of the board. Where would you like to go?
Oh god, that song's so good. I've
Yes,
had
it's a
enough of
masterpiece
music.
a video game.
I've had enough of music. I'm interested in mysteries now. Let's do Aquatic Mysteries for 4.
Aquatic Mysteries for 400 players. Where do we think we are? Digi.
This is Mega Man 2?
This is not Mega Man 2. I'm going to deduct points because it's only the 400-point question. Gamma, you answered second.
This is... God, I have to place this tile set. I'm gonna guess 10. This is Mega Man 10.
Chuck, would you like to take an attempt at this one?
I'm going to say Mega Man 4.
Ooh, you didn't buzz in, so I won't steal points from you. Chat, give us an answer. See if you can figure it out. Yes, and chat, make sure you wait until it is. Oh, chat, you are specifically. You're specifically on the ball, and if Gamma just searched his memories for our friendship, he would know that this is in fact Mega Man 9 Splash Woman stage. Shout out to a queen. Like, absolute queen, Splash Woman, existing in a series where there absolutely should have been more female robot masters. And also just one of the best stages of all time, and Mega Man 9 real close to being the best Mega Man of all time.
I really like
hindered by
9.
The fact that 10 added the quick swap that 9 didn't have of weapons and stuff. It is a fantastic stage, super fun to speed run, really great game. Chat, where would Splash Woman want us to go? To hell, probably. She was evil. But.
Well, yeah.
She was misled and misunderstood.
All right, we're going with what's that stage for 1600? Chat, players, characters in the world. What's that stage? Digi.
This is the Game Over theme from Undertale.
That's correct. We're losing. We're defeated. Or simply, we're out of determination, which is in the title of the theme. Yeah, it's a bit of a trick one. I'm a treasure chest. I'll do what I want.
Very well done.
Digi, it's your board. Where would you like to go?
Very
What's that
good.
stage for 2000?
Did you say what's that stage for 2000?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Players, what stage are we on? Digi, I'm backing out of that question because I'm not 100% certain that that's not copywritten and it's not going to get this part of the VOD muted. Digi,
It's okay either way.
I'm gonna probably wrong on this, but is that Splatoon? We're on one of the stages of Splatoon.
That's not Splatoon. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Would anyone else like to buzz in? I'll go back. I'll give us all a little more of a taste.
It sounds
Right.
very familiar.
It should be. I'll give a small hint to Gamma and Eltriok. This is from a game that for a long time was dead media.
I have a guess.
Gamma, where are we?
Is this the Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up?
The question is, where are we, sir?
Scott Pilgrim Street. Canada.
I'm not going to deduct points. Chat, where are we? Scott Pilgrim World 1 stage. I see Toronto from a couple of friends. Yes, that's correct. We're in Toronto, Ontario, in Canada. Chat stealing a bunch of points there. This is for Another Winter by Amano Monoguchi. From Scott Pilgrim the game. The entire soundtrack to that, which I looked up in the meantime, is royalty free. Is a fucking banger. Holy shit, that game is so good.
I really want to play
also,
that game.
One of the best versions of the style of game that we could like we could call barflikes, I guess, or other. What's the name of the original title that I'm thinking of that I can't get there?
River City Ransom.
Yeah, the River City Ransoms likes barflikes.
Oh, yeah,
When you beat up
Likes, I like that.
Yeah,
as a
I'll-
Canadian,
I'll call
as a
up
Canadian,
Murph, ask him if he wants to play any River City Ransom clones.
some barflikes. Yeah, no, it's absolutely super. Oh, Kunio-kun. Yeah, Kunios. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I like calling them Cunios. That's fun.
Chat, once again, the board is yours. Unfortunately, I'm a treasure chest. We're going to Aquatic Mysteries for 1600. Players, where are we? Eltriok, you've buzzed in first.
This is the dam at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Correct. Except for the music ones or the specific ones, we just need the game title, but I do appreciate the specifics. This is the worst stage in an already quite awful title for the normal
Absolute
Nintendo.
nightmare.
Absolute nightmare. Not a fun game.
Damn that
Not the
damn.
fun kind of difficulty. Not the worst.
Not
yeah,
the
technically
worst.
technically not the worst.
No,
but
yeah,
it is-
I know what happens after that. Yeah, there are certifiably worse levels.
I one CC'd the game until the very, 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 very last hallway. So yeah.
Ooh, nice. Eltriok, none of these are about the planet Varn, but where would you like to go?
Can we go to Halloween 2 for 1600?
Absolutely. That is, of course, a bonus question. This is the spooky round.
Ah!
Players, where are we?
Oh.
Eltriok, where are we?
I believe this is Phantasmagoria.
This is Phantasmagoria.
Holy shit!
This is a little bit tricky because it's like from deep in the middle of the game, so I grabbed the thing here.
Oh, like the HUD.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good
a
thinking, good
heckin'
thinking.
good answer. There was no actual bonus to the question. I just wanted an excuse to play that sound clip and get a giggle. To get a little giggle. Where would you like to go?
Let's do Halloween 2 for 2000.
Halloween 2 for 2,000 players. Where are we? Again, this will be a spooky game. Eltriok, where are we?
This is the Super Nintendo Clock Tower.
This is the Clock Tower game.
Oh, yeah!
Which I used last time, so hey, it's back.
I fucking love Clock Tower so much.
Sometimes you run out of spooky games that are recognizable in the retro category. There's not a lot of good retro horror games.
Oh, tell me about
that's
it.
True. Let's finish off Halloween 2 at 2500.
Absolutely. This is the extreme category. Huge rewards to anybody who can figure out. Players, where are we? As a hint, the answer Westbrook Middle School is not a answer. I'd be surprised if anyone in chat knows this one. This is a particular category of video game that I don't think a lot of people here know. I'm going to give it 10 seconds, but players, I imagine we're all passing here. I've seen these sprites.
No.
Players, the time is up. Chat, where are we?
For a second, I was gonna say they bleed pixels, but I think everything actually looks wrong about this, and it is not that game.
This is Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit,
Oh!
a recently released pixel point and click horror game in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. And maybe the only half reasonable thing they've put out recently, which is a bit of a hot take, but yeah, I didn't expect anybody in like the kind of like I wouldn't have gotten that from that. So I've only watched playthroughs of it because I watch a YouTuber, Manly Badass Hero, and he played through that, and I was like, oh, I guess this game's cute enough. Let's go, Eltriok. You're the spookiest one in here. I don't know what that means. I hope that's not offensive. Would you like to? Yeah, shrug. Where would you like to go for it? I mean, spooky bracket, endearing close bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do Pentachill's Potpourri for 2000.
Absolutely, one of my absolute favorite games of all time. I have nothing but love and adoration for this series. Players, where are we? Digi.
AI to Somnium Files.
That is correct. Which after I wrote this question, everybody in chat knows, got an announcement at the Nintendo Direct for a third game in the series, which is so fucking awesome. I'm so hyped.
Ooh.
I'll play this someday.
Iba, first of all, this game series is awesome. I like it a lot. I love visual novel series, which is like a very weird thing. Like the Phoenix Wright series is a visual novel series, but if you tell people who love that they would like other visual novels, they're always like, "Ooh, I don't know about visual novels." Some of the humor in this one is a little bit distasteful because the main character is I wouldn't like it's not even like very hard edge, but like there are multiple times where a joke is just like a little bit like, I wish that wasn't one in the game. Not even like on a bad line. It's just like, a little bit of objectification or something like that mentally. But the characters are delightful. The story is really fun. The ending credit scene is great. It's got a really good atmosphere to it. And the whole plot point really is that you're a detective who has the ability with your AI built into your eyeball, Iba, to travel into basically a dream world to pick apart crime scenes or like investigative scenes and sort of figure out puzzles in there, and it's very good. Oh no, not even in the same realm as Class of 09 or anything like that. There's the thing I'm thinking about is there's like a secretary in the game, and apparently your character sees that and is just like making wolf whistles, and that's the level of objective. It's hardly bad at all. Date is extremely horny. I don't know if he's extremely horny. He's a little bit hornier than I'd like out of the main character. But Digi, you absolutely nailed it. Where would you like to go?
Let's do Pentachill's Potpourri for 2,500.
Ooh.
I don't know if I gave Digi points for that, so I'm going to give you more points. I forget what I put here, so I'm not going to say it's my favorite game of all time, but it's in my category. Players, where are we? Oh, this is one of my favorite games of all time.
Oh,
Eltriok, I see that Digi rang in first. Oh, no, Digi, you're behind. You can ring in first. I'm so used to you being miles ahead. Where are we?
No. Okay, this Rabby Ribby.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Is not Rabby Ribby. I'm sorry. Eltriok, where are we?
I think this is Bunny Must Die.
Nope, not that either.
Eltriok, this is not.
I just got it as soon as I realized it wasn't that.
This is not Bunny Must Die. I'm sorry. Gamma,
Quick, did you tell me what it is?
Gamma, you watched me play this in Discord for 3 hours.
Oh,
It's. Give me a second. It's. Of course.
It is the sequel.
Naturally.
I'm gonna clip this and send this to Blue Ellie.
No, don't.
And you know what that means.
Ellie doesn't need to hear of this.
Oh, it's too late. She's gonna know.
Of course, my friend. It is naturally Rabby Ribby 2.
It's not what it's called, Chris.
How I don't fucking know.
I'm not gonna remove points for that. Chat, what is the name of this game?
It's Tevi, yeah.
This is, in fact...
It's their second game. Or their next game after Rabby Ribby.
This is Tevi, a game that if you have not played, Rabby Ribby was already a masterpiece. This game is so long. This is one of the longest modern game... Isn't this the game that breaks your computer by rapidly opening links to the Steam store page if it detects that you've pirated it?
That's fucking hilarious.
I hope it's not. Don't pirate it if it is. But like, otherwise pirate games all you want. But yes, it's super, super, super long. It hasn't gone on sale. It has some truly amazing music. It's a Metroidvania with like a bullet hell stuff. You have a hitbox and like all the monsters have like bullet hell patterns, and it's super, super cool. And it's really, really, really funny.
This game is on my Steam wish list.
Yeah, I hope so. It's so good. Huge recommendations, because like it's one of those games where you think, oh, this must be getting close to the end, and you just keeps going and going and going. Elfie Faye would like to go back to the music. Whose theme is it for 1,600 players? Whose theme is this? Chat has figured out the secret.
I know
Players,
this.
I apologize, players. It looks like you're not going to get it. Chat, if we had to guess whose theme this is,
Oh, god damn it! That's what I thought!
Correct. It's the Koopa
Shit.
Bros from Paper Mario. I put this on here legitimately thinking I was giving Gamma free points because I knew the round was hard. What was the most recent RPG you've played through, Chris? Machi?
I can't think of an excuse at all. It was Paper Mario.
Aww.
Players in chat, where would you like to go? There, the board's locking itself up. Game over. Blows up.
Blows up.
Blows up. This game isn't Donkey Kong. Let's stick with music for 2000. Absolutely. Whose theme is this, players? This one, I'm gonna be a real dick about, and I feel bad about it because we're having trouble with this particular section of the game. But you know, I love it. So. Oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. Well, whatever.
Hold on. I think I know this.
I made this a week ago. I don't remember what this one is. Couldn't tell you who this is off the top of my head.
I don't know if it's what I was thinking it was. I'll still guess it. Guess it.
Up?
This is oh shoot, what is his name?
That's the question.
This is Nello Angelo's theme from Devil May Cry 1.
I'm pretty sure I didn't put that there, so but I'm not going to remove points from you. It's a pretty hard question. If anyone wants to guess for free, there's no points up here. You can just throw it out there.
Well, I haven't a clue.
All right,
Yeah,
fair.
I don't know.
Chat, do you remember who this is? I don't. I'm like legitimately like, did I put the wrong song in?
Yeah, nah, this isn't Ultraviolet. After a little bit, I...
Oh!
No!
Wait a second, I think I do remember what one it is, which might be a giveaway because somebody in chat got it right. That's right. This is Albert Wesker's Mercenaries mode theme. That one was a little unfair. We won't penalize or yeah.
I feel a little okay getting it that it's the same era of Capcom.
Yeah,
maybe
well, it's also the reason I was okay with
maybe
it because I did do a
each other.
little bit of a deep dive on it. That's also vaguely his theme from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and a couple of other things. And so, like, I was like, okay, there's maybe enough leitmotifs in there to get it. But once it started playing, I was like, no, I don't remember.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Is it a remix? I'm pretty sure it was the main. No, it's not. Oh, it's not the main theme from Marvel? Okay, well then I did poor research. But thank you for correcting me. Treasure chests have to be correct. Oh, it's a remix of the song from 5. Yeah, but it has the same lead motives. It has a little bit of a strand. I recognize them when I put them side by side, I think. Whatever. Who cares? Let's go to Aquatic Mysteries for 200, because that's where I'm feeling chesty to go. I gotta get all this water out of me. Players, where are we? Digi.
We're at Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the
You don't have to be super specific.
Yeah,
You've already got your points. Correct. This is the worst aquatic stage in any game ever. It's not true, but yes,
it's not great. I can tell you that.
The place we drown, yeah.
It is the place we drown.
I considered making a remix of it, which was like the middle of it with the Sonic drowning noise.
Aquatic Mystery for 2,500.
Players, the super hyper
reset
mega
buttons.
aquatic mystery. Players,
you.
where would you like to be?
Oh!
Gamma, where are we?
This is Skies of Arcadia.
This is Skies of Arcadia. This is Mount Kazai. Absolutely correct. This was in
Very
here.
nice.
So you could redeem yourself for not getting Skies of Arcadia last time I did a quiz. Also,
Oh.
every time I was looking up famous aquatic stages, every single list and thing I looked at was trying to shove down the water temple to me. And God, I'm just so sick of the water temple. Gamma, where would you like to go?
Let's do whose theme first?
The hyper mega whose theme is this? I'm going to be picky. The answer might be a little tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we and whose theme is this? Gamma.
This is Blues' theme. I'm gonna say it's from oh god, what's the arcade game called? Hyper Fighters?
Digi or L-Shock?
Shit.
I got nothing.
I'll give you a hint. This is not Blues' theme.
What?
No clue.
Chat, do you know whose theme this is? I'm gonna give chat a little bit more time to put answers in here.
It's
We've got
definitely not Wing
Darkman.
Seven.
We've got Protoman.exe. This is GBA as fuck. Wait.
Uh-huh.
Protoman.exe.
Uh-huh.
Is this Blues.exe? Check in, chat. This is Protoman/Blues.exe from the Mega Man download. Yes, to be clear, the .exe is necessary to score points. I'm sorry, I was forgiving on lots of questions before this, but this is a big one. And yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
good shit.
That is specifically the Mega Man 3 and 4 version of Proto Man's theme, which rips so fucking hard.
Yeah.
To close out the category and to finish off the third of 4 halves of our, that's how that works, 4 halves of our quiz section tonight. Players, the Hyper Mega Ultras point, where are we going on what this stage? Totally understandable that we are all passing on this chat. Does anybody in chat know where we are? Or who we are? Or not who we are, I suppose, where we are.
I feel like I'm waiting for the song to like start.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh yeah, that one.
Who the artist is.
Looks like chat doesn't know where this one is either. I'm going to give it another 10 seconds. Something Halo-ish about this, fair.
Yeah.
Maybe it's from one of the old Mortal Kombat's, very fair. I was the 2500. I was a little bit tricky on some of these for, you know, reasons. Dark Cloud. No, players, I'm sorry. We're actually an Asphodel from the Hades roguelike series.
Oh.
Which everyone tells me is their favorite thing in the whole world, but none of you know the music from it.
Oh,
No,
I
that's
don't
not fair.
spend time out of combat very often.
That's because the soundtrack's different, and that it starts out with like the stage theme, and then you're usually hearing the combat theme that's at the very end of it. On the soundtrack version.
You very right. Eltrioc, you and Chat have claimed the third portion of Gamma's soul. Your alien
Ouch.
DNA suffused
Hooray.
with one quarter red panda as we move into. That's right. We're winding down, players. We're going to the last section. We're not going to testing music noise loud, which is where I wanted to test the music because loud noise. We're in fact going to the final part of the quiz. If anybody needs a little break, now's the time to speak up. But I think we should all be good to roll into this. Digi, we've got.
Ready. You know, I've always wanted red panda ears. I should look into that.
Yeah, I
They're
feel like that's
good.
about a quarter
Don't
of their
take
soul.
mine.
Chris, all you have left is being a VTuber. We're taking that next.
No, you already have that, you fuckers.
For the power that is Gamma's model, I could have sworn I had another category in this one. I'm not positive that this thing didn't delete one of my categories. But players, for the last trivia thing, we have cult classics, which means exactly what you think it is, except there's a lot of variance on what is actually considered a cult classic. So just some of these are cult classics, some of these are just really popular games. You're gonna kind of have to live with that. If I told people that Earthbound was a cult classic, they'd be like, no, it actually sold extremely well after the fact, and it's a well sought after collector's item, even though it sold really poorly on its initial launch. Shrug, we can make those arguments all we want, you know what it is. Feline gaming, cats. Meow. Culinary treats. I'm gonna show you some food from a video game. There's going to be a question attributed to it, and you're going to answer the question. More than meets the eye. What the hell did I put there?
Huh.
Yeah.
I have an idea or two.
More than meets the eye. I don't remember what's there. We're going to figure that one out
together.
Is it
extreme close-ups of video game characters?
I wish that was it. I would remember that, I think. I genuinely forget More Than Meets the Eye. I was struggling when I made that one. And Connect 3, the interesting part of this title, I'm going to give you 3 games with a blank in them. I'm going to read the titles, and you're going to tell me what the blank is. Chat, you've been doing so wonderfully tonight. Where would, first person in chat, picking the thing, where are we going? Is the Transformers category? Which was the Transformers category? I genuinely don't remember. Connect, we're going to Connect. I see a Connect first.
Nobody can spell connect.
they were going fast. Connect 3. Players,
it's a hard word.
The buzzers are clear. We're ready to go. Super Mario blank. Blank of Final Fantasy. Blank of Warcraft. Eltriok.
World. Super Mario World, World of Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft.
Correct. Very good.
Correct. That's where we are. Eltriok, the board is yours.
Let's do culinary treats for 400.
Absolutely. Again, there's going to be a photo here. I don't know how it's going to show up with the question. I didn't get to test this one. I finished this last night, which really makes not remembering what's in here terrifying. Culinary treats for 400. This franchise has always been known for having scrumptious-looking food on screen, and the latest installment is no different. Here's a piece of cooked meat topped with an airy egg as an example. Digi.
What is Monster Hunter Wilds?
This is Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're not eating Dongo anymore. Got so sick of Dongo. Would love Dongo. Didn't need to be my pre-hunter meal.
That is legitimately one of my only real complaints from what I've played so far of Rise.
I'm about to go fight the difficult deciding Elder Dragon. Let me eat some sweet pounded rice. What?
Right. There was something so satisfying about watching your Monster Hunter avatar just like eat an entire buffet by themselves. Because they need it. They need that many calories to go fight like Puke or something. Maybe not Puke, but you know what I mean.
Digi, where would you like to go?
Let's do culinary treats for 800.
Absolutely. Food from this Bethesda title often looked surprisingly easy to swallow down between adventures to collect various treasures and slay many dragons. Just don't let anyone steal your sweet roll.
Scroll back up. Oh shit, Bethesda.
Again?
What is the Elder Scrolls Skyrim?
Close enough. This is Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim?
I couldn't remember quickly enough what number it was.
When I looked this up, I was surprised to find that the quote was sweet roll and not whatever else was in my head when I wrote this down. They sure didn't look that nice when you played the game. I took this from my computer. This is a picture of me looking at food in Skyrim.
I do not remember Skyrim food looking that
all I remember from Skyrim is like summoning a whole bunch of cheese rolls and watching my computer freeze.
I did not have mods going. I don't know what was going on. I looked at this and I was like, I don't think that's what it looked like, but I guess maybe they fixed it up. I don't know. Sweet Rolls have been running joke in the Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the audio of the question or the right was a little bit more. Gamma, where would we like to go?
I'd love to know what More Than Meets the Eye is about. Let's go to 400.
Me too. Mobius Digital charges you with exploring a small solar system in this I remember what the theme of this is. In this exploration puzzle adventure title with exaggerated physics. Although you have to be careful. Despite the lack of combat, you'll be at odds. with all sorts of perils while you do, ranging from innocent anglerfish, avoiding flying into the sun, and, well, it's best not to say much more. Eltriok, where are we?
The Outer Worlds.
Eltriok, I can't accept that as an answer. Gamma, where are we?
This is Outer Wilds!
This is, unfortunately,
God
the
damn it.
Outer Wilds.
Outer World is the
know.
one about capitalism.
Yeah.
I want to fire that game into the sun.
The theme of this category, I now remember, is games that
Games
are
with eyes!
not just eyes. Although there is an eye, but we don't talk about that. They're games that simply have. We can't say all that they have. Go and play these games.
Oh, I see.
Oh, the music is very loud. I'm sorry. It was important that it was loud. Players, Gamma, in fact, where would we like to go?
I'll take eyes of 800. 800 eyes, please. Reset buttons.
Angling itself as an homage to older Legend of Zelda titles, this Fox-led adventure title has you collecting pages of the physical manual to solve puzzles that... Okay, so just go play it. There's nothing else here. Digi, where are we?
It's Tunic.
It's Tunic. We're in Tunic.
It's Tunic!
There's nothing. Don't worry about it. Just go play it again.
Oh yeah, these games are all going to be Quark core as fuck.
Yeah, yep. Well. Digi, where would you like to go?
More Than Meets the Eye for 1200.
A recent title from 2024, publisher Big Mode has you exploring a non-linear Metroidvania-style world full of ghosts and animals. It's expansive and full of so many mysteries, you'd be surprised to find that it's made by a solo programmer. You'd also be surprised to find... don't worry about it. Just go play. Ooh, it's his birthday, so I have to give this to Eltriok.
Is this Animal Well?
Oh,
wait. You said Eltriok. Oh, shit.
I did. It's not really anybody's birthday, but maybe it's Gamma's birthday. I was just being sassy. Eltriok, where are we?
I believe this is Animal Well.
Oh, surprisingly, this is Animal Well. Nothing to see
Eltriok,
there.
happy birthday. I didn't know.
It's okay, Chris.
Everybody go play the game.
Confused by that one.
Eltriok, where would you like to go on the board, since it's your birthday?
Let's do Cult Classics for 400.
Absolutely. This Ubisoft published cult classic about an investigative journalist protagonist was so well received that people have been waiting about over 2 decades for the sequel to come out. Maybe one day we'll get to see Jade and Paige again. Digi, where are we?
Beyond Good and Evil.
We are in Beyond Good and Evil. Don't worry.
Fucking love Beyond Good and Evil.
Silksong fans, don't worry. You have not been waiting for the sequel to your game as long as you think you have.
No,
Digi, where would you like to go?
More Than Meets the Eye for 1600.
Absolutely. La Mesa explores this titular set of ruins in the supposed birthplace of all civilizations and the secret treasure of life, which is after his father goes missing shortly after discovering the location. What he finds while there is a bunch of mind-boggling puzzles, deep Metroidvania style exploration. I've used Metroidvania a lot. Style exploration, and hey, why are you still reading? Digi, where are we?
Lana Lana.
Oh,
That's absolutely
I knew it.
Yeah.
I also would have accepted hell. Players, yeah, Lemez, I know the name. Sometimes, see, this is, you got it. The last round didn't hit as well as I thought it would because it was a little more obscure. Some of the music was off. Oh, don't worry, I can write trivia that people will get. Digi, where would you like to go?
More Than Meets the Eye for 2000.
Absolutely. Nola Games made this platform roguelike seem so simple on the front. You play as a Finnish witch delving into the world to find wands, treasure, and gold. But if you look just a little deeper, you'll find actually it's so much it's boggling even to try to describe. Digi, where are we?
This is Noida.
Yeah!
Noida. Brought up earlier in chat. Holy shit, chat. And for anybody wondering, I have a full file on this. I've cleared everything in Noida.
Yeah, I've seen you play some of this.
Yeah. I know more about that game than I care to admit. Wait, Noida is not a roguelike? Noida is absolutely a roguelike.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely no roguelike.
You will die. You will die because you decide, oh, it's funny to get the chainsaw upgrade from my wand. Oops.
The chainsaw upgrade for your wand.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. You should do it. And then kill yourself because you just decided to shoot it and it goes, whoops. You didn't realize it does that.
One of the funniest images I've seen on the internet was the old Scorpion and the Frog tale, where the scorpion has like the frog is like, "But why did you sting me while we were crossing the river?" And the scorpion is going, "Lol, lamau." Yeah, Zero like knows exactly what's going on here. And it's a Noida image where a hissy agent, which is one of the a hissy agent, is one of the first things coming down in like one of the standard stages of the game, which, oh god, there really is so much to think about with that game. But it is this image, which is, we'll just make sure that there's nothing on there. I don't want, it's just just show the image. Just show the image. Why are you not just showing the image? There we are. Whoop. But now we shall both surely die, said the Noita. Bull, said the Hisi, Lamau, as it holds onto a wand, which is a thing enemies can do. They can pick up wands and use them against it. Every pixel is simulated. Yeah, Noita's great. Noita's fantastic. Digi, where would you like to go?
More than meets the eye for 2,500.
Cleaning up the category, More Than Meets the Eye for 2,500. This 2012 browser game was all about solving simple math equations, which scored you points so you could solve more math equations better. And then you, oh gosh, better hop to it. Gamma, you've rung in first.
I'm waiting to make sure it's actually my turn this time. What is Frog Fractions?
This is Frog Fractions.
Yeah.
Yes, chat, there was like 10 other awesome games I could have put on this list. Trust me, I have played most of them. That's my genre of game right there. If a game goes farther than you think it should, I'm there. Gamma, happy birthday. You're a delightfully cute little Tanuki. We all love you. We think you're the cutest thing on the planet. Everybody throw your favorite Gamma Chris chat emoji out there to support this cute little friend of ours as he decides where we're going next.
Shoutouts to Dot Level, who I was hanging out with and just unprompted was like, "Hey, Chris, play this math game." While we hang out. And that night I played Frog Fractions. I want to see some cats. Can I get cats for 400?
The Woolies have stolen the world's yarn supply in this action platformer with a sassy feline hero taking heavy inspiration from other mascot-led games of the time, such as Mario and Sonic. What could possibly go wrong? Digi, where are we?
What is Bubsy?
That's correct. We're in Bubsy, specifically in Claw's Encounter of the Furred Kind. But I wasn't gonna.
Oh, bless this bobcat!
One of, if not the only playable title in Bubsy. Digi, where would you like to go?
Let's do Feline Gaming for 800.
Collect bugs, hop on logs, defeat hyena, and run through the boneyard. This surprisingly difficult SNES title, movie tie-in title, has a distinct shift in the middle of the game where the playable character ages up from a cub to an adult. Ooh, it looks like Gamma has rung in first.
What is The Lion King?
That's right, it's a movie. I just can't wait to be king. I don't know if this is true, and I almost incorporated it into the title, but there's a little bit of a wives' tale that goes around where Virgin, the title, that the company that made the game, I believe, or they might have been the publisher. Either way, the company that made the game were sick of movie tie-in games being beat on the same day that they released. And so they made this game intentionally arcade difficult to placate that, and thus created one of the most frustrating Super Nintendo titles I ever played as a kid.
Reset. Oh, you're good at this.
And where would you like to go?
Let's connect 3 to 8.
Absolutely. Ooh, take a little breather. Blank Dragon, Splinter Cell Blank Agent, Mario Kart Blank Dash. Digi, you've rung in first.
What is Double?
That's correct. We're on the double.
I'm seeing double.
Double Dragon, Splinter Cell, Double Agent, Mario Kart Double Dash. I had to sign up to a video game search website last night to get better answers than Double Dragon 2, and Mario Kart Double Dash. I spent over an hour and a half looking for D's Nuts jokes to fill this category with to F with Chris.
Oh my
I couldn't
God.
find 3 games with Goblin in the title that made sense. Players, by which I mean Digi, where would you like to go?
Let's do Cult Classics 800.
Absolutely. This well-loved cult classic with Asumi-E style and Zelda-like gameplay recently got a ray of sunlight with wonderful news. A surprise sequel is in the works with original director Hideki Kamiya returning to direct the project once more. Gamma, it looks like you've cracked the code and rung in first.
Oh, what is Okami?
What is Okami? Not the name of the character you play as in the game.
Nope.
That's true.
That's true.
Gamma, it's your turn.
Woof.
It's pronounced Sumie. It is, unfortunately, I had already stumbled past it incorrectly, forgetting what the question was, Zero Lack, and I had to just cry that I'd said it wrong. But I got the director's name down, so.
True.
Is there a new Okami game in the works?
There is! There is!
And
They announced the sequel, and they also said, "Oh yeah, it's by Clovers, which is the new studio that Kami is now in." Part of Capcom.
I am so excited for all of that news.
And they didn't call it 2Kami, which, dang.
Dang.
Where would we like to go?
We just got a question about dogs. Let's get the question about cats for 12.
Absolutely. In this 2022 adventure title, you play as a cat wandering a walled city filled with robots, machines, rampant mutant bacteria, and other hazards, while following a story lightly doled out by your robot companion B12. Between action sections, you can perform powerful side activities like meowing, purring, nuzzling robot legs, and finding sunbeams to rest in. Eltriok, it looks like you've snuck in there. It does say Digi at the front, but I'm spreading the love.
What is Stray?
This is Stray, which is just
Whee!
It was adorable. It was short. Some people didn't like how short it was. I cried at the end. It was the perfect length. It could have been a little more cat-like.
Let's do Connect 3 for 1200.
Connect 3 for 1200. Dixie Kong's Double Blank. Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Blank. Deep Duck Blank, starring Donald Duck. Gamma.
What is trouble?
That's correct. It is Trouble.
Woo!
Gamma, where would you like to go on the board?
Leave Gamma Chris is trouble.
Gamma Chris is trouble. I'd like to connect
trouble.
3 more, please. Can we get 16 of those?
Sure, absolutely we can. Hotel Blank, Dr. Blank, Blank Cement Factory. Digi.
Mario?
That's right.
Oh!
Dr. Mario. Mario's Cement Factory and Hotel Mario, which just a little treat.
If I may interject real briefly, the first thing I thought of was Dusk, because I've been thinking about Hotel Dusk recently, and then I got to Dr. Dusk, and I was like, that's a cool name. Is there a character named Dr. Dusk?
Does Dusk have a cement factory? We can set this up.
I don't think so.
Getting some questions in chat about this. I'd just like to point everybody to, that's right, a Game & Watch exclusive, Mario's Cement Factory.
Hell yeah!
Not everything was going to be free.
I also thought of California. I do like the sound of Dr. California.
California Cement Factory. That sounds great.
They gotta have one in there.
Probably.
If you had to choose, where would we go?
Connect 3 for 2000.
Connect 3 for 2000. Blank Sun, Blank Quest, Blank Shuffle. Digi.
Kings?
No, that's not correct. I'm sorry. Eltriok.
Golden?
I'm sorry. That also is not correct.
Dang.
A good guess. Both of those good guesses. Gamma, are you going to guess? Or are you going to live in indecision with all your points? Are you going to try to hold on to your birthday, or are you going to risk it all?
I can't think of it. I don't know what it is.
All right, chat, I'm going to push this over to you. Does anybody in chat know what the Connect 3 here is?
Oh!
Nice.
Yeah, that's correct. It is Pokemon Sun, the trick here, Pokemon Quest, and Pokemon Shuffle. Yeah, it's just a hard question in 2000 because gotta make those points.
What is Pokemon Quest? I'm not familiar with that one.
That too.
It's a mobile game that I felt a little bit.
I see.
Yeah. Apparently, it's also on the Switch, which made me feel justified enough in putting it in there. But
no, no, that was a tricky question. I enjoyed it. If I learn from a question, we have gained today.
Exactly. We're all learning a little bit today. Alfie Faye has chosen to go to Felines for 2000 on behalf of chat. My house is a little bit warm. Did I leave the stove on? No, I didn't. Okay, it's just a little warm. It was cold last night. I must have turned the furnace up. Feline Gaming for 2000. A metafictional title about a feline protagonist who has a simple, easy duty to bring the sun back to the world without sunlight. Although, functionally, you don't play as that character. You play as yourself, guiding and talking to them. The pressure is on, since the game constantly reminds you that you only have Digi.
I knew it.
One shot.
I knew Digi was gonna beat me to this one.
I would.
If you didn't let me answer that, Chris, I was gonna be so mad.
I didn't let you.
If anyone besides Digi got that one.
Rev Oshawott, that was not Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures. But gosh, I tried to put Pac-Man, The New Adventures somewhere in there. I almost had a category where it was just like weird sounds from games, and one of them would have been, look, look.
Ooh, that's a good category idea.
I know, I have to save some of these for the future. Digi, where would we like to go?
Feline Gaming for 1600.
Absolutely. Nanaki joins his companions on a journey to save the world from an evil corporation, enhanced clones, and apocalyptic world-ruining magic in this game.
I know that name.
What is Final Fantasy VII?
It is Final Fantasy VII.
Oh!
That's what they
Very good.
Chad, you wouldn't call your favorite feline friend by the name the lab that made... There's a lot to go on there. You wouldn't call him Red Queen, though, would you? That'd be mean. That's not his name. Where would you like to go?
Feline Gaming for 2500.
To close out the category, yeah, I think...
That was a really good question.
2500. Edmund McMillan, you little hacker. You've been working on this feline-based, turn-based legacy roguelike title for so long. Release it. I want it now. I will become back my money. I knew it was. The question was just for me. That's fair. Chat. Does anybody? This feels charged. It is. I want this game so bad. That's right, chat. You right. This is Mugenics. No, seriously. Please release this 2025. I wanted this game for so long it eats me at night. Please. Heck. And for anybody that hasn't.
Eugenics?
Yeah. Made by the guy
Okay.
made Binding of Isaac.
I know that man's name. I don't follow that man. You knew that.
No, it hasn't gotten canceled. He's been working on it harder than ever. I think 2025 is the planned release date. The Steam page says that it's going to have about as much content as the original Isaac did, and really just, I want to play it so bad. I like I said, Binding of Isaac's way up there for me, just the type of game and roguelike that Admin makes. Also, just an excuse to use that meme really makes me happy. Admin McMillan, you little hacker, you made a... Well, I mean, I could say the whole thing, but I chose to be chaste on Gamma Stream. Chat, where would you like to go? Connect 3, that's a good point from Zero. Like, we're going to clean out Connect 3 players. Blank Metal, WarioWare Blank, Gianna's Sisters Blank Dreams Ultimate Edition. Let's give Eltriok a chance here. You did hammer it in, but Eltriok's so far behind, we got to give him a chance.
I believe it is Twisted.
It is Twisted. Absolutely it is. And for anybody who's like, oh, let the people's buzzers go through free and stuff like that. Yeah, this is all for fun. And latency plays an issue. And,
Twisted.
We're just having fun.
I'm still beating Chris. That's what matters.
Fuck you!
That's the important part here.
As long as someone beats Chris, that's all that matters.
I'm gonna win one of these rounds. This one's mine.
Eltriok, where would you like to go?
Can I have culinary treats for 1200?
You can have as many culinary treats as you'd like. I love to cook. This game includes a lot of different cooking options that can increase your health, attack, stamina, and even make you resistant to the elements of the weather. Here's a skewer of delicious roasted fish and shellfish that gives you 4 hearts of recovery and a third of a stamina wheel bonus. Gamma, you've rung in.
What is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
I'm sorry. The skewer of roasted fish and shellfish is not. I mean, it's from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you played a trick on me.
I bamboozled you.
Tricky ordinary treasure chest.
Yeah, that's you've always got to keep your eyes open. Now put your hands in here, please. No, I don't remember if it's from both. I grabbed this screenshot from a YouTube video and That was Breath of the Wild, but I don't know if it's in Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not a mimic UFO abduction. Please be careful what you say in chat. Again, where would you like to go? Like this post if you've never been tricked.
I've never been tricked. I'm gonna take food for 16 hundo.
Food for 16 hundo. The food in this game looks so fantastic, you rarely mind the fact that Ignis keeps proclaiming that he has a new idea for your recipe. Cam, where are we?
What is... Oh, shit! Thank you!
Shit, I'm sorry.
This answer's for
sorry,
you!
you've been
No, that's not the answer! Wait!
Gonna have to reduce those points. We're not
It's
in
Final Fantasy 15!
Well, I guess this is a Final Fantasy. I've got an idea for a new recipe. Gamma, where would you like to go on the board? Thank you, RD, for gifting subs out to the chat. Chat, hit us with a dodged if you missed getting a gift.
Can I get food for 2K? 2K food?
Absolutely. This tactical RPG game has some of the most stunning visuals of food around. Despite its wonky fantasy name, the game really makes you wish you could dig in with Elaine and his allies. Ooh, Digi and Elshiok bringing in here. Digi, you hammered in first. Where are we?
Is this Unicorn Overlord?
This is Unicorn Overlord.
Oh.
There are so many different slides of meals you can have in this game, and they are all just like these really nice spreads of like.
This is every game that they do. They have these food.
Yeah. Man, I want Vanillaware to put their games on PC.
Yeah, I really want that game on PC.
Yes.
I own that one on the Switch, and it's really hard for me to play games on the Switch because my entire social life is online, and as a result, it's like just very difficult to like play a whole. I love the game, but like dedicating like 6 or 7 hours to that when I could be on Discord with friends is like really rough. Digi, where would we like to go? We're cleaning up the board.
Let's do culinary treats for 2,500.
Absolutely, the hyper mega food bonus award. This one, I think, players is going to be a little bit rough. Stardew Valley lets you use the produce you make on your farm, the fish you pull up, and the otherwise obtained magical ingredients of the land to make all sorts of buff foods to keep you farming through the day or digging through the mines. These are the 4 ingredients in this dish.
You bastard!
Oh.
Hmm.
I'm in the middle of a playthrough, and the person I'm playing with flat out just says, "Do I look like I cook in Stardew?"
I think cooking in Stardew is one of the worst parts of the game.
They do give good buffs for certain food items, so it's like worth getting some of it. But like,
for sure, but it's just like a very basic system. Oh, Gamma, I truly don't believe that you have it in your heart to get this. But there
Get ready to fucking believe.
I'm leaning back.
All right, get ready. Chicken egg, milk, sugar, flour.
I'm going to allow you half point. I'm going to give you 700 points. Oops. Who after you? Would you? Who can I fit? Oh no.
He was at 9,300.
Okay.
Oh,
You are not correct. A melon.
I forgot the melon.
Yes, you forgot the melon.
I was actually going to say strawberry. So.
There is in fact no milk in a pink cake. You have to remember what makes it pink. That is, of course, a summertime crop, the melon. Everybody in chat, if you could just remind our melon panda about their mistakes.
I forgot the melon.
You absolutely do not use water in a cake.
Yeah, how dare you put that in there? I thought of that. I knew you were going to tease me for that.
Gamma, how do you make a bechamel sauce? Well, first I'd use some water. What?
No!
Yeah, he did say chicken egg. I thought that was close enough. That's a very difficult question to get.
No, I thought I specified chicken egg because there are other things you can get eggs from, and I thought that was part of the trick.
Strawberries absolutely would have been a better choice. Honestly, the way to fix, and this is again getting on my pedestal, the way to fix the system that is inherent to Stardew is to have made a better cooking system, which didn't just have strict recipes for everything in the game and instead let you put things in and eventually get a result, which is a much more complicated thing to do when you remember that Stardew Valley was a solo programmer thing. But like, you know, Gamma, where would you like to go? Are we going down cult classics to finish it out?
Yes, please.
1200 for our retro game streamers in chat. Digi, Gamma, Eltriok. Open world horror survival is a hard genre to knock down, but this cult classic managed to draw folks in back in 2010. Playing as FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan, you do your best to hunt down the Raincoat Killer, but make sure you keep yourself clean, shaven, and rested up, or else. I'm gonna give this one to Eltriok.
I believe this is Deadly Premonition.
Is Deadly Premonition. Get you a couple of points on the board there. And we'll just keep going down the line. I know I should give everybody a choice, but you know, it's just fun going down top of the barn.
It's fun going down this line.
Yeah.
You think it was Heavy Rain? Oh, I almost put Heavy Rain in there. But every time I bring up Heavy Rain, a game that I kind of like despite all of the awful parts of it, I have to get on my soapbox. This open world game set in Hong Kong has a lot of similarities to Grand Theft Auto, but you play as an undercover police officer trying to infiltrate that particular triad. Originally developed as part of the True Crime series, the title was first canceled by Activision Blizzard before being picked up and restarted by Square Enix. I guess sometimes you just can't let some things lie. Ooh, Eltriok.
I believe this is Sleeping Dogs.
It is Sleeping
Dogs.
Sun on Yi. It wouldn't be that hard, but Activision Blizzard doesn't deserve to be spelled correctly, so whatever.
Yeah,
I saw
agreed.
Wario64 tweeted that this game was on sale and had edited the title to be Sleepy Dogs, and I had to stare at it for like 5 minutes and be like, that's not right. Right?
I'm also going to put out there, as somebody who bought that game on release, it's actually really good. Like,
Hell
it's
really
yeah.
good. It's really good.
It's like a real treat to be playing, like, not to harp on the Grand Theft Auto series, but to play, and playing as a cop isn't much better than playing as just random criminals, but to play a game in the Grand Theft Auto series that's made by different people and sort of kind of has its own vibe to it is really fun. There's a lot of like really cool melee combat in it. The side games are interesting. Exploring the town is like sort of really on its own thing. It's got like the same vibe as the guy who animated the combat in Bully also did Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, it's got that same kind of vibe where it's like, oh, this is just really fun and interesting. For 2000, set in modern-day Tokyo, a distinctive art style, urban fantasy elements, and powerful musical tracks by Takaharu Ishimoto are all present as you and your companions break down the noise and defeat the hidden composer to change the rules of the game. Eltriok.
I believe this is The World Ends With You.
Always does. This is The World Ends With You, which of course brings Eltriok up to 9,700, which gives everybody a chance to win on the final question.
Oh, shit!
Oh, what a wonderful little trip we've been here. Thank you, everybody, for coming along. It takes a little while to make these quizzes. I have an absolute blast doing it. I hope everybody's had fun playing Gamma. Happy birthday, even if we've separated the quarter of your birthday that you still had remaining into 4 quarters and then separated that across chat, Eltriok and Digi.
It's okay.
But there is still a chance for you to claim victory on the final round if you know the 2,500 cult classic. Free Radical Design might have best been known for making the Time Splitter series, but they also developed this psychological thriller with fun telekinetic abilities and tense stealth sections. A game so good you might have to give it another glance. Gamma, I hate it, but you did ring in first.
I fucking know this one. Everyone, please spam the chat with Gamma C2 ESP. This, my friend, I wanted to buy so bad when I was younger. There was a Nintendo Power article. I was so fucking stoked for it. It's fucking Second Sight.
I'm sorry, can you be a little more specific? I'm fucking with you. Congratulations, Gamma. You have retained beautifully 1/4 of your quarter of a birthday. Second Halloween does not have to be canceled as the final score for this round ends out. Just a truly fantastic set of trivia. John Vadek. Second Sight, really, really fun game. Another banger on the GameCube because the GameCube never misses.
It never misses.
One of those games is like every time you look at a GameCube game, you find out that it's got some of the craziest mechanics in it. There's like actual like full-on Half-Life 2 physics engine sort stuff going on with the telekinetic abilities. They had a whole subcore system in the game that allowed you to interact with the PCs in the game like they were a real PC, sort of, kind of, a little bit. There's just so much going on there. Second Sight was really, really fun, but the Time Splitter series had all that great multiplayer that kept it in people's eyes forever. And for everybody who's going, there should have been other things in cult classics. Yeah, you're right. But like, at some point I have to, there has to be a cutoff. I've been making a lot of these. They're out there. There's a bunch of these. And there will be more in the future. It's just, you gotta have ones that work.
I will admit, when I saw cult classics up there, my first thought was, oh, this will be games with cults in them, like Earthbound, and it'll be a shot of the cultist, and that'll be the gimmick.
That is a really good idea for a future quiz. But yeah, that's all the trivia that we have time for today.
That was so much fun. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, holy shit, this was so cool.
I hope everybody
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday,
Thank you.
Chris.
Thank you.
I do want to apologize just a little bit to my friends. I know the buzz-in system isn't perfect and there's a little bit of ifs and bats there, but we're just trying to make sure everyone has fun. So, you know how it goes. Whoa! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs!
Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited. If you didn't get a gifted sub, type dodged in chat now.
For you.
For a second, the Twitch is doing something fun with the notifications, and at first the number didn't appear, and I thought it was a 3-digit number, and I got fucking scared. I don't want to be responsible for that.
It did do a little roll down, and I was like, "Holy! Oh, okay."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Thank you. That's not a small number. That is a big number.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm gonna carry my friends over to my ending screen real quick. Oh, they're already there. They're just smaller. That's fine.
Oh, hello.
Are we smaller? We are tiny. What the?
Yeah.
This is the group one that has your names, but since I have streamer mode on, it's just your first initials.
Welcome.
E.
That one's for you.
Oh
God,
shit!
there's more going on.
deaf.
What the fuck? Slow down. I can't
Oh my
breathe.
god.
I can't catch my breath, please. Woo. All right, I'm gonna
This is
get
the
some
final
closing
call.
music going.
Yeah, it's the final call on the birthday gifted subs. I mean, your birthday is going to be going for a while. You got second Halloween coming up, but anybody who wants to slide in there at the end, now's your opportunity. But yeah, just a fantastic time. Thank you so much, both to Digi and to Eltriok. I really appreciate people coming on for this little quiz thing. I know, we haven't interacted outside of these sessions, but it's a lot of fun, and it's just, trivia is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Woo. My friends, thank you so much for joining me. Pentachills, thank you for hosting, for being, if I may be so bold, one of my best friends for so long. Our friendship means the world to me. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it.
I would make a heart with my hands, but I am a treasure chest.
Welcome.
True. Gosh, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for more. Digi, Ustream, what are you doing this week?
This week, more Stardew with Tiff Plush Mayhem.
Fuck yeah.
Because we've been doing that. It's like a weekly thing. It's always a fun time. If you haven't checked those out, Tiff is incredibly funny. Outside of that, I usually stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend, although I do want to try and get a group for repo depending on the situation, but otherwise I'm thinking I might find a game to start playing through that I haven't played before, so.
Hell yeah. I love that. I love the sound of that. I'd love to join for repo if I have time. Mr. Eltriok, what do you got going on in the future?
Well, it is the first week of April, which means that things have to be silly.
That's
so
true.
I am, in fact, renouncing my status as a retro streamer for the first few days of April. And I'm going to be playing Repo with a bunch of people on Tuesday, and I'm playing Fortnite with people on Thursday.
Oh no.
And then I'm going back to retro games on Friday. So, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, extremely good. Extremely good. I'm very happy to hear it.
I didn't get to play an April Fool's this year. My last year's April Fool's was so good.
Tell us about your last year April Fools.
My last year April Fool's was I played through Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and if I was given a certain amount of money, I had to stop where I was to go straight to Beaver Bother and DK64, and if I failed, I went back a level.
That's right!
that's
I
right.
remember that! That's so good! Rennie, thank
That's the
you! What are
origin
you
of
doing?
Bothered.
Oh, we were so bothered that night.
That was so funny.
Oh, that was so awesome.
I glitched it at one point, and I was like, oh, no.
Hey, someone asked me what I'm doing.
What are you up to doing?
I'm
Chris.
glad you
Hey, Chris.
asked!
Chris.
Eltrock,
What are you doing?
I'm glad you asked! We mentioned it once or twice in the stream, but, see, April is the opposite side of the year as October, which means if you drill all the way through the calendar, you'll find Halloween! Whoa! It returns! It's here again! All April long, I celebrate Halloween. We put the decorations up, we change the notifications, we change the sounds. It's a horror game marathon the entire month. Next time I stream is on Wednesday. I'm going to be playing Castlevania games. You won't believe which ones. That's right, it's Rondo of Blood and then Symphony of the Night. Because I've only played Symphony of the Night once in my entire life, and I want to play it again.
Oh, same.
Well, good choices.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm also going to start Crow Country, or Crow County. Wait, is it country or county?
I think it's country.
I wrote
It is
county,
country.
and that may be incorrect.
I'm double
That's the
checking that
prequel.
right now.
It is Crow Country.
It is Crow Country. My schedule is full of lies. I'm going to start that on Saturday, and we might have something happening on Sunday. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes.
That's the trick.
That's the trick.
treat.
That's the trick. The trick is who knows what happens next Sunday.
Oh,
Woo.
Crow Country is so good. I really hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I'm out of breath. This was such a fun night. Thank you again so much, everyone, for joining me. I am pulling up the list. Usually when I have guests on, I like to have them drive. I'd like to have them select the raid target. Since there are multiple, I'm going to guess one that all of us will agree with.
Okay.
Oh.
Zoiteki is playing Chrono Trigger right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we should go raid Zoiteki.
Well, I like Zoe Tech a lot, but I hate Chrono. No, that's a great decision.
No. 1 second. I'm getting on the pedestal. We have to talk
Yes.
about that. That's all.
Yes, you
I
have
love
roughly
Chrono
60
Trigger.
seconds.
I'm okay with most subjective opinions in the game, but we can't be saying that about the only 11 out of 10 game that ever released.
Chat, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting me for many years of streaming and many to come. Streaming is my favorite thing to do. Out of all things, it is my favorite thing to do. And it's because of all of you. It's because of all of the friends that I've met doing this crazy, weird, hyper-specific activity that relies on extremely specific and free resources that are parts of the internet or have downloaded from the internet. Like, imagine if you had to pay for OBS. Right? No one would fucking stream. Anyway, from the top, bottom, and all of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And the raid timer has expired. Woo!